Here I is, your man 50 grand, Kevin Barnes, Outlaw Radio, Black People Stuff on a Wednesday. Welcome to the show. I am Kevin Barnes, as previously stated, the host of Outlaw Radio, the militant with a microphone, the mouthpiece of the movement, aka the Negro Whisperer. Welcome aboard Outlaw Radio on a Wednesday night, ready to get it cracking. I don't know if y'all excited. I am. Can you tell by my voice? Welcome to the show. Not alone. Got my partner with me, my co-host, my co-conspirator, Mr. Carter. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah. What's happening, y'all? What's happening? Welcome to Outlaw Radio, where we talk that talk and we definitely walk that walk. Raising vibrations and elevating thought. Y'all better come on in. I'm trying to tell you, I am the black woman lover, the black man's brother, the culture teacher, hood healer, the ghetto witch doctor. Hey, mother! There goes the CMOS man! Now let's get this shit cracking, y'all.
It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And it's going to do what it's going to do. You've never heard lies. You've never heard false information. You've never heard misinformed perspectives on Outlaw Radio. And we really expect to continue in that direction. Share the show. Share the fucking show. I don't know how many times I got to say it. Share the goddamn show. Everybody love Outlaw Radio. Cats tell me how they love it. I love it too. Shit, I love doing it. Share the show. Put it in front of people. Endorse it. Say, I fuck with this shit.
I've been
listening to Outlaw Radio for a long time because if you've been paying attention, we've been on a long time. 10 years is a long ass time. I realized that I might need to holler at Guinness because for the last 10 years, I don't believe anybody has talked more shit than me. Kamar said it. I heard you talk for 3 hours one time by your goddamn self.
Man, with no problem.
Not an issue. As a matter of fact, I enjoy talking to myself. I respond sometimes, but those are moments that you all will never be able to witness. Juice Lady, what it do?
I'm just watching what you got going on. I'm
here to have a motherfucking good time tonight.
I can tell you feel some type of way. That's right.
This is Black People Stuff. It's the name of the show. It's Black People Stuff. You want to call in 262-202-5131. Everybody got something to say, but I don't hear you motherfuckers. I don't hear you on the line. Some people be in the chat room. Shout out to y'all for the chat room. Chat room already popping. Jeff Crape in Texas by way of Milwaukee saying, what up, gentlemen? How you doing, my brother? How you doing, Jeff? Strong supporter of the show. Love from the hood. Love. Dion, the people's champ. He said, nigga, the hotspot got raided. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Dion, don't be jumping my shit. Don't be trying to hijack my shit. We gonna talk. Of course, we gonna talk about the goddamn hotspot. Fuck you. Listen.
Hey, you gotta pre-read Dion comments.
Yeah, you do.
I like to have everybody uncensored, so I'd be like, fuck it. I go Ron Burgundy.
Let the cat out the bag.
Right. He needs the Dion show. I might have to talk to Dion. Like, you need your own goddamn show. Last week he called in and said, well, I send you shit. None of you talking about it, motherfucker. What's going on? Talk about the shit I send you. Like, bro, I don't work for you. Fonzarelli, what it do, man? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How y'all doing this evening?
We're blessed.
Kev excited tonight. I don't know what's going on, but he's
excited. This is Black People Stuff.
Hey, it's Wagon Wednesdays on Twitter. This is a blessed day of the week.
Yeah. Shit,
Wagon
almost made it to the
weekend.
Shit, this ain't the payday Friday, but I love Friday regardless. I don't know about you. I ain't talking about the movie. I'm talking about the day before Saturday. Listen, man. Let's not act like. Listen, there's a lot of I told you so's when I started with Outlaw Radio. I've been telling motherfuckers certain shit for years. Some people choose not to have their motherfucking antennas up. It is what it is, especially when we start talking about this hotspot shit. Because Dion referred to it, but the thing is, who talked about the hotspot more than us? I'll wait. Who talked about the ins and the outs? Who had the insiders? Who had the people who were actually on the turf? Matter of fact, we talked about the hot spot so long that people who listen to the show got tired of us talking about the shit. You feel me? Now, what the fuck happened today? We're going to get into that. It's black people stuff, man. Mondays and Wednesdays, this is what the fuck we do. Outlaw Radio, Mondays and Wednesdays. And it's all over the place like bird shit sometimes, but it's good. It's good. I got to use my real sexy voice. It's good. I feel good.
Yeah,
Wait, that
that
sounded rapey, didn't it? I'm sorry.
I don't know what that sounded like. Oh,
I don't know. Courtney, like, what the fuck? What
little
show
old
is this?
and raggedy.
All right, well, hey, baby, how you doing? Let me buy you a drink. Reach in my pocket and get a piece of candy. Reach in his pocket, got some candy with no wrapper on it. Fuck it. You like
Hey,
that?
I just got some Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I'm excited. I'm finna eat it. I'm
See, you ain't with the people. You ain't with the people. That's that bullshit.
Oh yeah, you said that. I forgot.
Bull.
I be forgetting. Look, you gotta make me a list of where we ain't supposed to go. Okay,
Courtney,
you make me a list of places that done wronged us.
Courtney, that
I don't
wasn't
be
your
knowing who
first
done
date,
wronged us. Maybe
Courtney, don't be high capping about no cheese.
You know, instead of sending all them
I said the show
in the group chat, how about you post the links to the mistreatment?
Well, I'm starting to think you're trying to sabotage. I said black people stuff, and you immediately said I went to the Cheesecake Factory. What kind of shit is that?
Oh, my bad. I was getting my food. What did you say?
Get her, Dion.
My bad.
Get her. Where he walk at? Y'all come get y'all boo. She tripping tonight. Man, like that. It's hard tonight. Black people, how y'all feel out there? 262-202-5131.
Good.
I ain't gonna say Outlaw Radio. I'm gonna say Outlaw motherfucking Radio. Black people stuff. Ain't that how black people talk? Hey man, what happened the other day? Man, I forgot my motherfucking ass. It's just like it's just like part of how he talk and shit. Man, that motherfucker. What Bernie Mac say? I started to cuss that motherfucker out. Man, I can't see how y'all don't feel good today. Dion said, Courtney, if you can't show your motherfucking face, get off the show. Fuck it, it's black people stuff tonight. Listen, if you are, I realize this about.
Can I eat my food?
There you go. She showed up. Like, what you saying? I'm eating ramen. Call me back.
I'll be back. Let me get myself together and eat.
All right, let me eat this cup of noodles right quick. I'll be right back. Right. Now, if you've been listening to the show and you are not of our perspective, so you have to understand that this is about foundational Black Americans. For me, because I just happen to be a foundational Black American. If you're not, I feel sorry for your mother, right? Because it's a great thing to be, right? And so we talk about Black people stuff. A lot of shit, we don't even discuss it. I live in the Powerverse. There's a million other things I could discuss on this show. It's very calculated. I choose not to talk about certain shit because it ain't black people stuff, right? If it ain't pertinent to what the fuck is going on in the black community, I damn near don't want to hear about it. He walked in the chat room. He said, I'm here, fam, LOL. Get her, Dion. I mean, Ernest. Get her. Get Courtney. She tripping tonight. Talking about some motherfucking Cheesecake Factory. Fuck the Cheesecake Factory. Fuck Wauwatosa. Fuck Kenosha.
I tried to order from a black-owned business. Look, I ordered from a black-owned business first, and they canceled my order.
Fuck Northern Wisconsin as a crew and a clique. And if you're down with Northern Wisconsin, fuck you too. Y'all missed that whole Tupac. Y'all too young. Kamar know what it's about. He just got his mic muted.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, we're going to have a good time tonight, man. Sean Moore is supposed to come in. Sean Moore is one who's like Sean Moore lost a lot fucking with the hot spot. I can say that. I was there. I saw it personally. He lost a lot fucking with the hot spot. And I feel like in this case, there's some vindication due. So soon as he calls in, this shit will be on like a pot of
like popcorn.
No, pot of neck bones. I'm old school. Fuck popcorn. Neck bones, right? Okay. That's actually a pig or a cow's backbone. And the neck bone is the vertebrae. And you eat the cord and the meat, the back meat, the neck meat.
Connected to the show.
Right. No diddy. I said neck meat. No Diddy.
What is no Diddy? Why do we need to say no Diddy?
Because I said neck meat. I said neck meat. Men can't say.
So why do we have to
neck
say
meat.
no Diddy after neck meat though? I'm not.
Men have to watch how they speak. We can't just say anything and shit now. Since everybody else is so sensitive about language.
Non-homo thing.
Black heterosexual men are now sensitive about words too. So we don't say certain shit. Like you can't say like I was talking about Bill the Butcher. Because I'm a griller and everybody knows I'm a griller. I said I need to go get me some good meat. Kamara said, hell motherfucking no.
Well, you was going to get a lot of meat. It was
I was happy. Like I'm going to Bill the Butcher and give me a lot of meat.
I need people to just talk normal and let words be words. Because it ain't like I say something, I don't know, something somewhat gay and then say something about a gay chick. No, I can't even think of no gay
somebody
chick.
Gonna call it out. We're gonna have to say no Latifah or something.
Yeah, like no Latifah. Like what the fuck?
No the brat.
Right, no brat, right? For females. No Latifah. No brat, right?
No Whoopi.
Right. Well, Whoopi says she liked that sausage, so I don't know if we can really put Whoopi up in there.
No Oprah.
I don't know. Oprah, I don't know. Let's
don't know what the hell going on with Oprah.
Famous, no Bruce Jenner, right?
It's like I took my homegirl to get her cab manicure. No Queen Latifah. Like
no,
what?
Just no Latifah.
No Latifah. Like get the fuck out of here. No, I'm just.
Well, I tell you what, if you come on here and say, "Oh, I seen my girl today, and boy, it was raining, so we was both wet." No Latifah, because you was with another woman getting wet. See. That's what we have to do as men. This is the pressure.
Y'all don't have to do it. Y'all choosing to do that.
We do. No, we do because the LGBT community has put so much pressure on us that we have to defend our heterosexuality.
To turn us gay.
Right. So we gotta be careful. I can't say I'm going to Bill the Butcher.
It's all out attack. It's an all-out attack on black men.
Real, do you be saying no Diddy, no homo all throughout your conversations?
Man, I'm me. I don't do no extra shit.
Thank you. I don't do nothing. Nobody got time for that shit.
Real Garden's naked with braids in his hair, listening to Andre 3000. You can't ask him no normal question, right?
Flute music on shrooms. Nah, I don't know.
Flute music, right? Don't ask Rail. Ask me or Kamar. Don't ask Rail. Because Rail gonna be like, oh well, you know.
Hey, I didn't used to say pause, but I like saying no Diddy because the shit funny.
It's hilarious.
To me, I giggle every time I hear somebody say that shit, man.
Pause was funny. You just didn't get the jump, but no Diddy, you've jumped in.
The last time I did something like that was in middle school when, like, if you asked a stupid question or said something stupid, they say, give me some meat. And then you, like, so you had to say no meat or self-serve, you know, because they'd slap the fuck out your hand if you did something or said something stupid. That was like middle school.
When I was in middle school, if you just said, give me some meat, I would have punched you in your face. The fuck
we used to play open chess.
Kidney shot.
We used to play open chess. Your chest open. Bow. Everybody walking around like this and shit.
Right. Wakanda forever.
All right. Jesse Paris, he said, peace, Outlaws. Motherfucking radio. From a high income and illegal migrant flooded city. I always say that shit wrong, by the way, so fuck it. Shabaka says black experience. Shabaka says he ain't said shit. Shabaka's black experience enhanced frontline black news in the revolutionary agenda. Hey, there you go. He said, damn, you went hit him up on him. Yeah, man. Fuck your bitch and the clique you claim, right? Type shit. It's that for me tonight.
You
no
see
young. This is a good one. Jesse just helped you, Courtney, because you also have to say no young MA, right? No young MA. Right? All right. What she say? Hennessy, Trinity. What she say? She did something with Hennessy. Head Stephanie. Some shit she did. She was super lesbian. No homo on the show tonight. Black people stuff. No homo. No homo, man.
I seen a post the other day. It said y'all getting on Drake, but y'all ain't say nothing about Tupac or something like that. And then I seen a video like he was younger, just talking about his mama or something. And he just was, you know, seeing a little more artsy than hood at the time. You know, so I guess that's what they was referring to. Did y'all see that post, or y'all ever seen that video?
No, but you know, we
Was
could
he in the
find a
audience
whole
or
bunch
something?
of funny Drake moments.
No, he was being interviewed or something. He like, my
Mm.
mom said she don't like it or something, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So it was.
Let me tell you something.
It was funny to me,
but Drake got a whole bunch of money moments.
Well, Drake is on stage with a 17-year-old girl talking about I love the way your breast felt against my chest. The game is over.
Drake on a picture with
you can't compare the two.
Drake
right?
on a picture with blackface.
Right.
Mix.
There we go. Now listen, let me tell you something. About growing into a man. There's a thing called boy to a man. Had you to caught me in 1987 when I was 12 years old, do you think I had on a blue rag? Do you think I had my hat to the left? Do you think I was selling dope? Do you think I was out here shooting and looting? Absolutely not. I was a regular ass kid. I was fucking 12 years old. I was reading comic books. I was playing video games, doing whatever the fuck my mother and my father told me to do, trying to go to school and do right. I was a kid, and I deserved the right to be so. Now you fast forward that when I'm 24 and talk to me. You were like, this ain't the same motherfucker. That's called growing up. So yeah, if you'd have caught me younger and you say, what do you do? I said, I do what my mama tell me to do. Because she probably was standing next to me like I slapped the shit out of you. So don't bring up nobody's shit from when they was a kid. You should be allowed. You should be allowed to have a childhood. You should be allowed to have a childhood. There may be pictures of me at 7 or 8 walking through downtown Milwaukee with my mother holding her hand. You know why? Because she told me to. I was walking behind her. I'm a little ass kid. So Cam wasn't no thug. Look at him when he was 8. Fuck you. And even then, if you'd have stepped to me, I probably would have whooped your ass because I didn't say I was soft. I didn't say I was no punk. I didn't say I still wasn't smacking motherfuckers in their face, but I did what my mama told me to do. So there we go. So I don't want to, all you mean-making motherfuckers, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You was back getting MPS smacking motherfuckers in their face. Boy, I tell you.
I swear, ask anybody I went to elementary school with. Ask anybody who went to Phillips School from 1981 to 1987 and say, how many fights did Kevin Barnes have? They'll say, shit, I don't even know. That motherfucker was fighting every other day. That's what he was known for. It ain't no lie. You gotta make
fighting for what in elementary school?
Whatever you want it to be.
Like for what in elementary school?
Say something. Whatever you want it to be. What?
What the hell was wrong with you?
What? Nigga, boy.
That was fun?
What? Hell yeah. Shit. What you talking about? Was it
you
fun?
down on the couch. As soon as I
what are you talking about? Was it fun? Hell
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. It would have had to be fun to do it every day.
Why do you think I kept doing it? I was having a damn good time. What do you mean? Was it fun? Fuck that, it was fun.
Let's talk more, Kevin.
I was kicking it with females, man.
I like girls too, but I was still smacking motherfuckers in their shit.
Women was always.
What was making you want to smack people in their shit, Kevin? Let's talk about this. Come on.
Some people should be smacked in their shit.
Wait, but in elementary school, what was?
Some people in elementary school need to get smacked in their shit early so they know not to fuck with real people. It's a learning moment. It's a life lesson. I know not to say nothing else to him. Why? Because this motherfucker get physical. I don't want no parts of that. Now you can avoid these situations going forward and you'll be safe. Capo on the street, what it do?
Oh my gosh.
He ain't been here in a minute. He don't try to wear no Outlaw Radio shit now. Gang room, gang member. Oh, I went solo. I don't fuck with the band. All this kind of shit. What's happening, man?
Ain't nobody come to see you, Cletus.
Right. I'm going. What the 5 Heartbeats say? I'm like JT. I'm going solo too. This is the motherfucker right here. What's happening, bro? How you doing, man? I like the hoodie, man. What's happening? I ain't seen it in a while.
Man. You know.
Right. Yeah, you know, you get a little job and shit. Black people act funny when they get a little job and shit.
You know, he done fought. He done got the hot spot closed down and shit.
Right. He done fought. Now he hold on.
Hold on. That ain't it. He don't know nobody no more.
That ain't it, Kamar. He done all kinds of shit this year. So now he like, I ain't got time for that little outlaw shit. I listen. Here's the deal. And when you know times have changed, when a motherfucker used to call you at all times of the night, all times of the day, but you call him one time, you say, hey, man, bro, I'm at work. Ain't this a bitch? I'm at work. I got to call you back. What's up, Sean? Welcome to the show, man. Welcome back. You know we had to get you, man. What's happening?
What's happening? What's happening, family? What's happening? What's happening, Doctor, Professor, Negro Whisperer? Is that the Juice Lady?
That's right. You know I'm here.
What's up, Juice Lady?
Hey, Sean, I was thinking about you earlier. I'm like,
No, the
damn,
fuck
he
you
ain't
wasn't.
been
Stop
on.
lying. Stop
He
fucking
doing
lying.
his show.
Stop lying. You
I
just
swear, I
look.
was like, shit, where you
Yeah,
been?
whatever.
He ain't
Look,
called.
listen. Okay, we're not gonna do that shit though. We ain't gonna come over here
You
and
know
start
what?
that
It's all
shit.
right. We ain't got to go through this. Okay.
Right, we ain't gonna start that shit. Last time I
okay.
seen y'all want to. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, we ain't gonna go there.
Okay.
Lord.
What's happening though? What's happening though?
Well. See, the thing is this is a momentous occasion, because, like I said, on Outlaw Radio, more often than not, we're doing "I told you so" moments at this point.
Yeah.
And I said nobody discussed the hot spot to the most infinite detail as much as we did on Outlaw Radio.
Yeah.
All the people involved, people from the community, people who were going to meetings, people, Mama Freeman, Mama Jenkins, everybody, right?
Yeah.
And first of all, I want you to be able to tell people what happened to you fucking with the hot spot, because this is an important part of the story.
So hold on, man. Hold on.
Yeah, he tried to go to Popeyes and do a show and shit. They're like, number 3 in the biscuit.
He said, let me tell these niggas, shut it up. Hold on.
Come get your food, nigga. It's a Chinese restaurant.
Are
you ready? I'm already. Are you ready?
I start after MC got killed in 2013.
Okay.
I started watching this story, man, and 2014 was the first time I tried to get the license taken. I wasn't trying to close the store down. I was trying to get the liquor license taken because I just felt that it was drawing the wrong type of crowd. It was fucking up the environment, right? So that didn't work, you know. Did the safe zone thing in the neighborhood, still tried to get it shut down. 2017, my car got hit, and next thing I know, I'm arrested for armed robbery, kidnapping, false imprisonment. Find out that it come from the hot spot. I mean, they had some young cats. I don't know what they gave them, but you know they made some statements against me, man. One of the dudes came back to me, you know what I mean, told me what he did. Made a recording, breaking it down.
Which we played on the show. Played on the show.
Yeah, you know what I mean, I went to everybody, man, and they chose to back them people. You know what I mean, which really put me in a bad position because you know I don't want to jeopardize none of my people. I don't want to jeopardize my family, and I don't want to go back to prison. You know what I mean? So I left. You know what I mean? Moved my family. They gave me a restraining order like 1,000 feet. My house was 250 feet away, so I was really forced out of my house, man. I went on a run. You know what I mean, and for over 4.5, almost 5 years, just trying to prove that I was innocent of the charges, and that these charges were levied against me because I found evidence of what the hospital was doing.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is, and I want to say, for those years, there was a picture painted of you, as in a certain way. Like motherfuckers said, well, Sean Moore, motherfuckers basically was trying to take a shit on your name.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you became, and I remember my time in grassroots organizing and this kind of thing, and you was one of the cats that was up front. But then all of a sudden, you was back. You was in the back. Motherfuckers, don't fuck with Sean.
Yeah.
So I just want to put that out there. And I also want to say that what you were accusing them of, which was basically illegal liquor, underage, sales, drug dealing, and these kinds of things. It looks like that's what they were rated for today.
Yep.
Okay. So that gives your accusations validity.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know what the fuck the word validity means.
Yeah.
Google that shit. Okay. So, but this is not the only victory that you won in the hood this year, because you and a lot of other people got the gas station shut down where your young nephew perished, correct?
Yeah. And my nephew actually, before he died, man, like it was the day after Christmas or Christmas Day. I was in Milwaukee and we were talking, and I was telling him, I said, I just want my life back. And he's like, you know what, man, we can make a video of them selling me some weed with your food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
So my nephew, risked his life, man, and made that video showing that they were still doing it and that they were doing it openly.
Exactly.
So
blatantly. You should say blatantly.
Yeah. Blatantly, yeah.
Like fuck what y'all talking about. It is what it is. Now I also want to give a big fat one of these to the community around there, because we've seen you motherfuckers continuously come out and say, oh, these good people. They give us root food, they give us vegetables on credit. We know that you like them because they're willing to sell you single cigarettes, and that you can go in there with your food stamp card. And we know the play, but instead of them understanding that this is counterproductive to the community, they were willing to speak even against you and say, "Fuck Sean."
It wasn't that they were willing. Shit, they did it. You know what I mean?
That means they were willing to do so.
They went beyond willing. They said, okay, we not only are we willing, we're going to do it. And they did it.
And they went downtown.
Yeah.
Listen, they went downtown for licensure hearings and spoke in favor of this spot.
Yeah. Less than a year ago. Less than a year ago.
Including our alderman in the area, Andrea Pratt.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's for you, my sister. That's for you. This is what happens when you're what my father called faking a fraud and a part-time broad. This is what happens to you. You're looking very suspect now. I wonder what else in the community you don't understand. Because you endorsed them. You've held their hands.
Man, how do you feel? You got people who are running organizations that organizations that deal with addiction, deal with mental health, right? Supporting these people though, man. You know what I mean? Which is it pissed me off, KB. You know what I mean? I done fell out with people I've been knowing 30, 40 years, man. You know what I mean? I don't hold any ill feelings toward them. I just know my limitations with them.
Let me ask you a question, because was it Fox 6 when they went over there and did this story, and they even Fox 6 News, mind you, even went over there and pushed and drove some people around and went to see some elderly people and big up the store, right? That was Fox 6, right?
Yeah.
So, since the show is called Black People Stuff, we want to say to Fox 6, fuck you.
Well, they reached out to me. They reached out to me.
They should have reached out to you. You should have told them, fuck you.
That's what you should have said. No, I ain't gonna do that, man. KB, honestly, bro, I just, I feel like the city of Milwaukee owes me an apology, man.
Well, not the whole city, Sean, because you got to think some of us was with you. Hell,
I'm not talking about
Outlaw Radio has been
I'm not
with
talking about the people. I'm not talking about the people. I'm
the
talking
city.
About yes.
Okay. The powers that be.
I mean? Yeah, because y'all allowed another 5 years to go by before y'all did anything. That's right? People have died. People have become addicted. People have been beaten, right? And all of that could have been avoided if niggas would let their egos go. I mean, it wasn't no thing about, oh, Shine's a lie, Shine wrong. No, you just didn't want Shine to be right. You don't want Shine to be right because then it makes you look some kind of way instead of saying, damn, you know what? This little brother right, maybe we can work together to really do some shit. You know what I mean?
But once again, Sean, I think we got to understand when we start talking about the people, they don't have any power. There's a lot of people in that neighborhood, and we all know this for a fact, who speak out against what was going on in that store. But when you got elected officials and you got leaders, you have a police force. I want to say the Milwaukee Police Department too. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Because you've known about this shit and you're complicit. You are complicit.
They got on the stand, bro. They testified for these people at the hearing.
Dion said, "What up, Sean? He's in the chat room." Tiarsha said,
"What's happening, homie?"
Sean. Tiarsha Arthur said, "How long is the hotspot going to be closed?" Well, you know,
it's over.
Pending investigation, right?
Pending shit. Ain't no more investigation. They did, you know, this wasn't no regular raid, KB.
Okay.
You know, I was leaving Lil Sis house and I seen the trucks going up the street without the sirens on, right? So I go down Roosevelt, they coming up 26, they coming up 27, they coming down Atkinson, they coming up Atkinson, they going down 27, they coming up 27. Could nobody go nowhere, right? The feds came in, then the police came in, then the tactical squad jumped out the Sprinter vans. Then after everything was secure and they took everybody out the hotspot, then the IRS came in with their folders. They didn't have no guns. They came in with folders and pens.
Okay.
So
what I would like to know is if they found anything, and if they found something, what was it? What did they find?
So I'm going to tell you this. As of about 6:30, they were still over there.
Okay.
In the store. So, yeah, I guess they know what they're looking for, man.
Where's fire and smoke? You don't get a raid of this fashion.
No.
Unless something's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because obviously the neighborhood beat cops who are assigned to this area have, I don't know if they were involved in it or not, but their daily checks, I don't think they were thorough enough because, or else
they were not there.
Okay.
They were not there. It was none of the regular police there that normally be in that neighborhood. Okay. None of them were involved in the raid, which I was glad of, because it shows that this wasn't just done by the Milwaukee Police Department, right? Which I'm afraid that, you know, if they had took the initiative, it wouldn't have been as thorough.
Well, this shouldn't have been allowed to go on for so long. I mean, the signs were there. Listen, you don't have to be a genius to ride through that area, and immediately your eyes are drawn to that spot because, like, it's the hot spot. It's going down on this corner.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers ain't out there playing tiddlywinks. They're not out there saying nursery rhymes. Why the fuck you think they're standing in one of the most treacherous areas in the city, just congregating? Yeah. Duh. Now, if I know this shit, you as a law enforcement agency. Oh, I forgot y'all ain't got enough cops.
Well, hold on. Remember, there's a video of two of the police. One of the police was involved in my arrest. It's a video of these two police saying that they would want this store in their neighborhood. So that means that you either want the store there so that you can continue to make money with the store, or shit, you talking about purchasing the motherfucker or something? Because there's no way.
What he's ultimately saying is, I don't give a fuck about y'all or this area. Yeah. That's what he's saying. Oh yeah, they can come to my community, know damn well they can't. And listen, Arabs don't have Arab stores in their community.
No.
Because they live in fucking Cedarburg and Mequon and fucking Glendale and Brookfield.
Yeah. Well, don't forget
Motherfuckers
about
ain't got no
Franklin.
liquor stores on the corner owned by Arabs in fucking Brookfield, and if it is, fuck y'all. I don't care.
Don't
Very
forget
true.
about Franklin because that's where Niall stays at.
Right.
And they were looking for Niall, but he wasn't there. So, I sent him a message letting him know that, he'll probably spend the night in jail tonight and get his lawyer because that's your ass, partner.
You should have sent him that Morris Day clip from Purple Rain when he said, "How's the family?" You should have sent him that shit. Yeah, what are you talking about? I do not understand this Purple Rain. What is this? Who's this Morris Day guy? Mama Jenkins in the chat room. She said, "Good evening, my outlaw family. The hotspot is closed and raided." She said, "Mother Freedom." Ooh, she calling names. She's calling names. Ewok said, "What did the raid consist of? They might still stay open." No, it's closed.
No,
Bro.
they not staying open, boss. They I know one of the charges is welfare fraud, selling liquor for food stamps, selling drugs for food stamps. So I think it's some drug charges, some IRS charges. Yeah, they fucked. They yeah.
I'm gonna be so excited to watch this play out. Shout out to you, John Fletcher from EPU Personal Defense.
I'm gonna be at every court
USDS.com
hearing.
is his website. Go ahead, Sean.
I'm gonna be at every court date they got, bro. I want them to see my face.
I
want
if
to see
I
my
was you,
face.
I would too. I would too.
Yeah, man.
He said, "What up,
I'm
Outlaw
gonna,
family? Hopefully they'll bring some peace to my old neighborhood. My parents still stay over there. Listen, that neighborhood has a bunch of issues. That whole strip, that's my neighborhood. I didn't grow up on 27th and Atkinson, but I'm adjacent. So that's my neighborhood too. It has a whole bunch of issues, like the fact that whole Atkinson strip, which used to be full of black businesses on both sides of the street. Hell, we just talked to Fletch, and he just said and just told me the karate school is closing now.
Is it?
Right on. Yeah, Kempu Kuju is
wow.
It's closing. And so from Moore's Barbershop to what used to be the cafe on the corner, I can't remember the name of it. It was Perkins, and then it was something else. I can't remember. It was Chatmore's, and there was bars, there was dry cleaners, there was shops, there was all kinds of businesses, and damn near all that shit's gone unless it's owned by an Arab, because the old corner store we went to is owned by Arabs and has been for probably about 40 years, because it was Jackson Mini Mart when I was little, owned by some black people. And the KFC is now a tobacco and smoke shop owned by guess who? Some Arabs.
Well, do me a favor, KB. And your audience, right? Next time you go up in one of them stores, go up in one of their shops, one of their gas stations, let them know that their time is limited. I'm coming for their ass too.
Well, I would think that they're probably talking about you in a meeting right now.
Care.
Like, he's out of our business. He wants our money. He's trying to close us down.
Hey, well,
I just want them gone.
Hey, here's the thing. They need to understand this. You know what I'm saying? They've been out here treating our people, our women, our kids, our elders, us. You know what I'm saying? Treating us like shit in their corner stores. You know what I mean? Cheating us. These outrageous prices they've been gouging us with. You know what I'm saying? All these years. And the thing is, it's time to get their shit together. You know what I mean? Get their shit together and get the fuck out with all these fucked up niggas that ain't acting right in the community. Everybody can go.
They can go. They can go. That's my sentiments too.
Either you're with us or against us, right? And I'm talking to all fence straddlers and bed wenches and Uncle Toms and Buck dancing, Mr. Charlie loving Sambos. If you ain't with us, you need to get the fuck out. It's about to get crucial, because they might put the Tangerine King back in office. And we really gonna need to get some solidarity, because he even said, well, if I get elected again, I'm not gonna be nowhere near as nice as I was last time. This son of a bitch is telling you that because his thing is he's anti-establishment as well. Yeah. Because he's unconventional, right? He's an outlaw. He's an outlaw, but not this kind of outlaw. Not the kind of outlaw that can talk about black people stuff like we can on a Wednesday, and you can call in and talk about black people stuff if you call 262-202-5131. I just want to give his brothers props again for fighting a good fight.
Appreciate it, man. You know, but it ain't over, KB.
No, but celebrate your wins. Don't just be, celebrate your wins.
I ain't got a win yet, bro. You know what I mean?
No, you've had two, because number one, you got exonerated and you got able, and you kept telling me, man, you told me, that's why when I heard you say it, I know it's real. You said, I want my life back so I can get back out here and get to work and do what I love doing, which is working in my community. And that's what you've done. So you done bounced back like Big Sean said, like 2-3 did 4-5, right? That's a Jordan reference and 2-3-4-5. I don't know if y'all as hip hop as I am. Go ahead, brother.
No, man, it sound like a win to me. You know what I'm saying? Exonerated, knocked that gas station out, the hot spot gone. You know what I mean? Sound like 3 wins.
Right. Exonerated and validated.
It's still, I get it. I understand though, Sean. You know what I mean? It's a lot more work. You know what I mean? It's a lot more work to do. You know what I mean? I get it. But yeah, man, you still got to celebrate yourself at the same time along the way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Smoke one for the Outlaws. Dion on the line. The people's champ is on the line. Dion was popping.
I'm so happy he low like that.
Tell Dion, can't nobody hear him, man.
You can't hear him, Sean. You can't hear him.
We can't hear nothing he's saying.
Y'all can hear him, right? Nobody else can hear him?
Nope.
Hold on, Dion. The people saying they can't hear you. Hold on. Let me make sure my bells and whistles. Hold on. Make sure my shit's straight before I start talking shit to people. So y'all saying y'all can't hear Dion, right? Go ahead, Dion, speak up.
Nope.
You got me, Mom. He sound like a whisper in the background.
Oh, she said you sound like a whisper. Let's try this. Go ahead, Dion.
Hell no.
It sounds like we hear somebody talking on your phone. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, okay. Dion, I'll tell you what. I'm going to hang up. You can call back. Let's see if we can get it right. It might be my phone. Who knows? Players fuck up.
Traps always be trapping.
Give me about 3-4 minutes. Hold on. I mean, no, this is real because I want to hear what Dion got to say. I don't know what my phone.
I gotta read bedtime stories. I'll be back.
Do your thing. So in the meantime, like I said, Sean, I think I figured out what it is. Y'all give me a second because I'm a one-man show. Y'all gotta understand this shit. And my phone is acting real stuck up right now. But Sean, you got to give yourself some credit, man, because like I said, you are back working in the community. You were able to resume because when they finally nabbed you in the midst of you riding for your cousin because you knew you was risking your freedom. I said when you went, I said, man, Sean knew that. He knew they was gonna come get his ass.
I knew that was gonna get me sooner or later.
Right. So you've gotten yourself back in the game. You've gotten back on the front lines. You've been vindicated. What you said has been validated. I don't even care if they didn't find shit. The fact that a raid happened because something obviously is going on there, for me, says, well, Sean wasn't lying. I knew you wasn't lying anyways because we know how these things work.
Yes, sir.
But I'm just saying, I feel like you should at least be able to, I know you have. You should,
right.
Maybe you haven't. Because this just happened today. So maybe you didn't really get a chance to just stop and say, whew, shit.
I haven't. Okay. I sat in my car and I thought about it. But, man, it's like that was just one part of it. You know what I mean? It's a whole pie of this shit. And that was just one part of it. It's the people that supported them, that continue to play on our community, that's from our community, right? They a part of it, right? The leadership that's a part of it, right? Yeah, the cover's been pulled off of them, but up under that top layer, it's some more bad shit, bro. I mean, it's a whole lot of bad shit. And until that's removed, this type of shit gonna keep happening.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm happy that, you know, the truth is out, right? That what said was going on has been validated. It don't change the fact that 5 years of my life is gone though.
It don't.
You know what I mean? It don't remove
But
the trauma.
Mandela did 37, 32 years, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
Right? I mean,
yeah.
sometimes this is what happens. Like sometimes when you choose to stand against a machine, I mean, think of how many leaders who spoke up actually lost their lives.
Yeah.
You got to even think about the fact that you was able to listen. I'm not doing 5 years on the run. I ain't built like that, right? I don't got the capacity to do it. People say, "Kev, you never know." No, I'm gonna go turn my fucking self in. You said, "Nah,
Yeah.
I ain't going. I ain't going." You literally were a runaway slave.
Yeah, I didn't do nothing, man. You know what I mean? You know, I've been in the streets a long time, man, and you know, when the people catch me, you know, my thing is, okay, how soon can I get back out? Get me a deal if I'm guilty. If I'm not guilty, if they ain't got no evidence, let's go to trial, right? I didn't do nothing, and going to trial would have sent me to prison for some shit I didn't do because they had falsified everything, and it was so many people complicit in it, right? Um, I wasn't going. Yeah, I wasn't going to walk myself into prison, man.
Right.
I just couldn't. You know what I mean? After I had vowed to never do anything to go back to prison, then I'm, you know, going back to prison, and I'm saying, okay, yeah, I'm guilty, but I'm out here talking about justice reform and reforming the justice system, but I'm gonna just acquiesce so that I can say, okay, you know what, let me go and do this time because I did time before, and it's nothing, so I can get back out here. No, fuck that, bro. No.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
No. Let me ask you this question: have you gotten any phone calls? Has anybody called you and say, "Bro, congratulations, man, you went through a lot of shit"? Maybe I probably, you know, I at one point I probably thought, you know, you had
just brothers in the family. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Just brothers in the family, man.
Okay.
I don't expect that though. I mean,
Okay.
that's the problem now. That's why this shit took place, right? Egos and pride, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not showing people that you human. Hey, I make mistakes. I need some correcting. Maybe you can help strengthen my shit, right? We don't do that. Instead, we join forces with the enemy so that we keep a position. I'm
Right.
coming for them positions, KB.
Okay.
I told motherfuckers. I told them I wasn't lying. I told them I wasn't gonna lose, and they gonna pay for it.
Okay. I definitely think that the community at large this should be a lesson learned for the community. And we should be able to look at this and say, you know what? The same shit is still true to this day that when brothers stand up, right? I don't even give a fuck. So if you are a drug dealer and you're selling drugs in the community and one day you come to the realization that, hold on, I'm working for a nefarious organization and I'm doing damage to my community.
Yeah.
I need to expose this shit, myself included, right? So people will say, "Oh, just because well, nigga, you was selling dope too." But if you say no, I was wrong. This shit is wrong. It's all wrong. Oh man, fuck, dude. Like we tend to side with, like you said, Mr. Charlie. We
Yeah.
know a bunch of Mr. Charlie buck dancing ass Sambos who've been downtown in City Hall. See, the thing that troubles me is with your record of community service, how many public officials really were willing to stand that you stood with?
None.
They were willing to say, hold on, man, let's go.
None.
Let me try to help you, Sean. Let me try to.
None.
Okay. That says a
None.
lot.
You
That
know,
says a lot. Dion, hit me back. I think I got my phone straight.
you know, last election, you know, during that election, I sent a message out to the person running against Alderwoman Pratt. And I told him, you better hope I have nothing to do with you winning because you won't win. and he lost by 14 votes. Bro, I could have got him 14 votes in my sleep, but I went when I went to him for help, even after I helped him get elected to his seat. When I went to him for help, he turned his back on me.
Okay.
Right? Now he can't even
this?
look at me. David Bourne.
Let's call his name. Say his name.
Yeah, shit. David Bourne, I mean, the man came and knocked on my door, KB, right? Told me that he wanted to run for this seat. I not only walked him around my neighborhood, but I took him down on the east side, walked him through Folks' neighborhood, walked him through the Vice Lord neighborhood, let him talk to all the people down there. The man won in a landslide. And when I needed your assistance, I didn't need you to fight my battle. You could have just spoke about my character and you wouldn't do it.
That's sad. Let's do this microphone check for Dion. Dion, holla at me. Can y'all hear Dion now?
No.
I still can't hear him. Something's wrong, Dion. I don't know what it is. Because I can't. It's me. It's my fault. Yeah, I think this is actually my phone because the internet thing is not, my internet calling is not working, and I don't know what that's about. So hold on. I'm gonna keep trying, Dion. You know I'm gonna get you in. Hold on. I think wait. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Dion, let me work on this. Let me work on this. Y'all still can't hear him? Say something, Dion. Okay. Yeah, I'm having problems with my phone tonight, y'all. I don't know what it is. Because I'm loud and clear. You're loud and clear in my ear. I don't know why I can't hear you. I don't know. So let me go back to work on it, Dion. Okay. I don't know why yes, sir. I don't know why my phone. I don't know why it's doing this. Let me see if I can bring Ewok in and see if it's any different. Ewok, you live? Can you hear us?
Here's the same.
Can y'all hear Ewok? So it's my phone, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, that broke ass phone of yours.
Right, there you go. Talk shit. It's your day, right? I'm gonna let you get away with it tonight. You come back next Wednesday. I'm on your ass. No Diddy. Hold on, Dion. Let me try to figure this out. I don't know what the fuck is going on. See, now it's saying that it's working. So let me see something. I want to figure this shit out. Y'all know I love talking to my audience. Can y'all hear the phone ringing?
No.
Nope, nothing.
We don't hear nothing.
That's fucked up. I don't know what's going on. Y'all give me I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure it by the end of the show. I don't know what's going on with
upstairs,
the phone.
I got no more on me, for real.
I don't know. Anyways, Sean, so you were saying about David Bourne. Let me catch the chat room. I don't know what's up with the phone, y'all. Give me a second. Shout out to my IL Bay Booker. She says, congratulations, Sean Moore. We all know Sister Levita. She says congratulations. She's been out here. She's been on the block. She knows what's going on. Jesse Pierce said, nope, still can't hear Dion. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that tonight. I'm a reconfigure here in a minute. He said you called me back. I did because I was trying to see if they could hear you. Mama Jenkins says, when they lock the real owner up, let's have an old school party on the block. I'll bring the tunes and play it. It's been a long time coming. Wouldn't it be nice to see this dude get locked up though? I never wished the penitentiary on nobody, but I'm like pretty excited about this one. Like let's get this dude, let's get him up out of the hood, man. It's a how many more in your estimation, how many more these stores exist within our community, Sean?
Man, you know what? I can't put a number on it, but they need to be aware. I'm coming at them too. I want them all gone. They need to get up out of our community, bro. So
yeah, and I think the thing is that they don't bring any value to the community. I think
we need to figure out a way to get these spaces too.
That's true. That's part of it too, Kamar.
Exactly.
Definitely part of it. Definitely part of it. We do need to figure out a way to get to, so we can just back that up by buying the store, and it won't
Well,
be a question of the next Arab moving into the community.
so this was the plan, man, right? Like, um, we got the ordinance added where they got to have security guards, right? I just wrote up another amendment. If it's accepted, I researched the laws. They doing it in other cities where nuisance properties, disregarded properties. I want the city to take owner of them, become the brokers, and sell the properties to the community, people in the community, and give them people their money, right? Fair market value. The city gets a broker fee. The builders back on the tax roll. They in the community, money circulating. Get them the fuck up out of here, man.
That's right. I'm gonna try this one more time. Bear with me. Can y'all hear that? Y'all can't hear this phone ringing? Yeah, my audio is off tonight, man. I don't know. I'm gonna try something different. Then I'm gonna call you back again. You walk. All right. So it's Outlaw Radio, like I said. I don't know why my phone is not working. It doesn't make sense, but I guess you attempt to kind of stop this information from coming through. I don't give a shit. We're gonna talk about it anyways. Maad said, yes, they are most definitely a detriment to our community. Stop selling all the city properties to Barada. Woo, man.
Yeah.
Barada got the complexion for the connection right now.
Yeah. His time coming too. Man. Everybody has their time. You know what I mean? And I'm watching the fucking clock. So.
Well, I hope it's coming soon, and I hope Black people play their part in this, and they do what they need to do in terms of, let's stop shopping with these people, right? Let's stop patronizing them. Let's stop giving away our power, man. Let's stop sharing. Once again, I think Black people just overshare. I feel like a lot of times Black people are just like, here, you can exploit us. Come get this. It's like, come get this booty, right? It's just like, you can have it. It's here for you. So I'm hoping that of course he's going to have his day in court. We know that. But I'm hoping that it turns out the way it should. After so many missteps, I'm hoping that it turns out the way it should. Damn, I'm so salty. My phone is not working. I've never encountered this before. So, but we got some other stuff to talk about, Sean. I know you're a busy man. I want you to get some rest, man. I just want to say congratulations. We still, like you said, I know we still got work to do.
Yeah.
I know, because me and you talked about some work that still need to be done.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to handle that too. So I hope those individuals don't get too comfortable in the seats they sitting in. I hope that they understand that this bud's for you.
That's right.
And your time is coming too.
It's coming.
Just be patient.
Yeah.
Right? We'll get to you. We'll get to you.
We'll be to see you.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean,
yes,
you got my word on that.
Yeah,
you got my word on that.
Right. The fat lady has yet to sing. So, my brother, peace and love, man. Sure enough, appreciate you for taking time out your schedule to come through, man. Once again, congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Let's keep fighting, man. Let's keep fighting.
Love, bro. Love y'all, man. Talk to y'all later.
All right, my brother.
All right, peace.
Peace. So it's Wednesday night. My damn phone is all over the place. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what's going on. I would have to, go into my settings and try to figure this out. I never anticipate. No, you don't anticipate, difficulties or whatever. I think that's just one of the things. I think I figured this out. There we go. Can y'all hear me clearly? Can y'all hear me better? Do I sound any different?
Yeah, you sound clear.
Okay. I see what it is. My computer's playing, as Willie D say, my mind playing tricks on me. My computer just played a great trick on me. But y'all could hear me fine before, right? Y'all could hear me.
Yeah, I just couldn't hear your sound effects when you would press the buttons.
Okay. Now, can you hear that? Yes, you can. Thank you. Shit.
Yeah.
Now we can hear you.
got me now?
Yeah, I fixed it.
Yeah,
I think I figured it out. All right. What's
you
going
back
on,
in
man?
business now, boy. That shit. Listen to your ass trip tonight. That's why I've been so quiet, man. This been a funny one. You been on one.
It's going down, man.
Yeah, you everywhere like Savoy said tonight, man.
Yeah,
so yeah,
man.
shit, I'm finna sit back down. Let Dion call back in, man.
There you go.
know you want to.
I know.
All right, bro.
We got it together. There we go. There you go. And that was that was a simple fix. I should have thought about this shit, right? But my shit, computers have a mind of their own sometimes, but this won't happen again. You can believe that. Let me see. Tiarsha's in the chat room. She said exactly him and his cousin. The city is constantly letting him buy properties without fixing the violations that he has on other properties he owns. Mama Jenkins says yes, 10-4. Okay. She said you sound much better. I should. It's going through my board now, so it just wasn't running through my board, and so you gotta get into the bells and whistles of this shit. You can hear the ringing now. We can hear Dion. Dion, we got you, man. Dion might have hung up like fuck y'all. What I say? Tell MPD, fuck you. Dion saying it to me. Listen. Now we talked about. Hold on. Okay, so let me get the homie on. Dion, I'm pretty sure we're good right now. What's popping?
Man, I heard you, man, on the real.
Okay.
How you doing, little buddy? Everything okay?
I'm doing all right now that I got my microphone together.
All right, but Kamar kind of hinted on some of the things that I wanted to say, but mine was like playing the devil's advocate. You know why? Because I don't know. I guess you've been so used to the Arabs or the Indians, whatever they are, Pakistanians, whatever they are in the neighborhood. I know it's a detriment to the community, and they weren't doing them but serving poison and things like that. And I'm really not really talking about the hot spot because the whole city of Milwaukee really got Arab and Indian gas stations and things like that. But like if all of them do get shut down, but like I said, Kamar, he kind of like, what is it just gonna be an abandoned building, or are black people gonna take over? And then, once niggas get to buying it, a nigga go up in there and they be like, oh man, that motherfucker shit too high. Like Frito-Lay make the prices, my guy. Like I don't know what you want me to do, and a motherfucker go right down the street and buy the same shit. You know how niggas is though. You know what I'm saying? So, me myself personally, I have indulged in many places that let me buy liquor with my Quest card when I was getting it. Cigarettes. I never bought weed with Quest because I was doing my thing back then. You know what I'm saying? I had that bag on deck. But I don't know. I never really looked at them like shit. Like it's a place down the street from my house. And I stopped fucking with them because one time I never forget. Right, it's on 60th and Silver Spring. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's next to the AutoZone. So anyway, I used to go up in there by because I used to smoke 5 years ago. So I go up in there buy me a single cigarette, you know what I'm saying, for work, because at the time I was trying to wean myself off cigarettes. So I went in there. Now they see me every day. Every day they see me coming there buy a single cigarette. I went in there one day and was like, hey man, let me hold a single cigarette. Dude gonna tell me I can't do it. That was my last time ever going in that store. Like I might dip up in there like if I gotta go get a part from the parts store, but I ain't been in there in years. So one day he seen me when I came in there like, man, bro, why you ain't been here? I'm like, man, because I spent money with y'all. I asked y'all for a cigarette, and I was just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And y'all told me no. So I said, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? If my money ain't appreciated, I don't fuck with the place. Like that one gas station on Hampton and Appleton. I don't know if it's under different ownership, but me and dude them got into it one day. And I don't fuck with them, though. You know what I'm saying? But believe it or not, it's Arab like up here in Oshkosh. The guy on the travel center right there, he an Arab. When I be taking my dog to go get her haircut in South Milwaukee. So the Arabs own gas stations all around the city of Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I guess, what they doing detrimentally far as in the inner city, not the outskirts, but the inner city. But shit, you go to the ones in the outskirts, you still see the little roses. The roses was the crack pipes, so I don't know though, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. I personally don't, I used to live on 11th to Atkinson, so I'm familiar with the hot spot, and things like that, but I never really, it ain't really a store that I really can say, oh, it needs to be shut down, but You know, there's like Charlie's over there on 35th and Center. Remember about 5 years ago, they whooped a mentally retarded guy up in there? Like, you can't be going up in there fucking with them people. They whoop the shit out of dude up in there, lock the door on them and all type of shit. So, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, but check it out, though. When you get time, if you remember, I should have sent it to you. But I want you to Google this lady named Marilyn Moses. And I don't know if you're familiar, but I know you're familiar with Freddie Gray. I'm not quite sure she was the state's attorney or the district attorney of Baltimore, but whichever one. Now, I don't know the full gist of the story, but they're trying to convict that lady for doing a fraudulent mortgage application. Now, I don't know what a fraudulent mortgage application is.
She was the mayor. She eventually became the mayor of Baltimore, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if she was the mayor, but I know she was the state's attorney.
Yeah,
she was the one that prosecuted that she went after the guys that killed Freddie Gray.
Yes.
So anyway, I was listening to her last night. She had gotten in trouble for withdrawing $90,000, I guess, out of her 401k or wherever it was. And she said she went through the steps to make sure that she was doing everything legally. You know what I'm saying? With the legality. She said she contacted a financial consultant. Everything was green thumb. So I don't know what happened, but they trying to years for lying on her mortgage application. So that's just some little shit that y'all, you know, if you guys get time, you know, it's information, you know what I'm saying? And even though it doesn't pertain to Milwaukee, but it's still something that, you know, because the guy Trump almost did the same thing, except for he exacerbated what his properties were worth.
Well, if she lied, she lied.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's the thing. That's the thing. We wouldn't know. That's something that had to come out in court.
Well, she wasn't. She was this.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get her position straight. I'm very familiar with her because we were all watching Freddie Gray. She was the attorney. She was an attorney. I want to say she was a state attorney. I got this. She wasn't the mayor. She was a state attorney for Maryland in Baltimore, and she was the chief. Like Dion said, she was the lead litigator in prosecuting the cops who murdered Freddie Gray, who had been thrown in the back of a police van, and they rode around and drove crazy. And it's something that they would do, you know, in Baltimore at the time. And he basically killed him. He broke his neck, broke his back, and all this kind of stuff. So she was a hero in that regard, but then she did take a fall behind her case, right? Now let's talk about the truth, because if she lied, right? So let's figure out where was she at? What happened? Keep going, Dion, while I find the rest of it.
Oh yeah, so you know, but it's almost not identical, but somewhat similar to what Trump did. So it's basically just saying how the justice system, and this woman facing 40 years though. Now, Kamar, you can say if she lied, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, I ain't saying nothing against nothing. I'm just saying if she lied, that's how we would know if she wrong or not.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, but sometimes we might exaggerate. You know, we might exaggerate, especially, you know, us. You know, now her, I don't see why she did it. She should have had the credit, but just because you a state attorney, see, that's the whole thing about, you know, me and one of my guys today, we was talking about indoctrination at work. And just because we're looking people like at the mayor, remember what was the one mayor name? They said he couldn't pay his water bill. He took over when John Norquist left.
Marvin
Yeah,
Pratt.
they say the man, you know, so a lot of times we assume because these people in these prominent positions, the shit is good on the back end, the credit good and all that, but that might not be the case.
So Dion,
just because it's what up, cuz?
She got a federal charge for loan application charges as well as perjury related to a COVID-19 financial hardship withdrawal that she took out. And she was convicted in a separate trial on 2 counts of perjury. So this, like Kamar said, I don't know how much of this is fraud. I mean, if you lied, you lied.
I don't want to get behind nobody if I don't know all this shit. You know what I mean? Like that was a whole lot of charges what Kev just said when she got getting charged with.
Serious charges.
Yeah,
serious.
And we all know we all know when the feds come for you, you done did something wrong.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
The feds got their case already locked up when they come for you. Come on, Dion, you know that.
The fraudulent, the COVID-19 hardship, that was her money though, kid. That was like you having a 401k and you can't dip in your own shit. That wasn't nobody. She didn't go in no government's money, no nothing like that. That was her personal money for her putting away in her 401k. You know what I'm saying? When I get time, though, I'm gonna send you the video because she was talking about it though.
Well, I'm looking at the result of the verdict was she was found guilty on the charge of making a false mortgage application, but she was acquitted of her second charge of making a false mortgage application in connection with a vacation home that she had another
in Florida.
Home. Right. So she did the application. So basically she did lie. She was fraudulent. Okay. Now they convicted her, or they also had indicted her, like I said, on the COVID charges, but that wasn't her money. That ain't her money, right?
Well, she said it was her money.
Well, she said the court determined she did not experience financial hardships like she stated during the pandemic, and she received her full salary of nearly $248,000 from January 1st to 2020 and the bi-weekly gross pay during direct deposits of nearly $9,000 apiece. Okay, so she filed she made $248,000 and she filed a financial hardship application, got some COVID money, and then bought vacation homes. They said she falsely claimed she received a $5,000 gift from her husband to be applied towards the $400. The house she was getting was $428,000 in Florida. Okay, they said they found out she didn't get 5 G's from her husband, but she transferred $5,000 to him, and he transferred $5,000 back to her to cover up her fraud. So,
boy,
we can't get behind everybody.
My thing is this though, man. The reason, you know what I'm saying, I feel sorry for the young lady because Donald Trump did something similar almost, and people swearing down to God he innocent. You know, he lied. He said that, hey,
you gotta look at who's saying look at the people who's saying he innocent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right about that.
You know, and like really, like I mean, you could get behind her. I mean, I ain't knocking that, but I'm just saying, like me, I try to watch who I get behind because you know, like black people, you right, they do jam us up in a bunch of shit, but then black people also get caught up in a bunch of shit that they do.
That they create themselves. I get
that. And so I'm not finna put my name on nobody like that. We got to be cautious.
You know what though? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm like what the people said. I'm like I can't think of the name of the song, but I'm gonna ride with my people whether we right or wrong. I don't give a fuck on the real.
Shit,
I can see you do it. I'm like, man, that nigga ain't
something against the law. If they rob if your people robbing the bank, you ain't finna rob it with them.
What, fuck them other niggas because I'm down for my
I ain't gonna rob it with them.
You can't rob. We can't ride with each other on everything. We gotta stop that shit too.
I ain't gonna lie to you, cuz I'm going. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real.
I ain't gonna lie to you, cuz.
That's just me. That's just me. My personal belief. Yeah. I'm gonna ride with my people. I could see you shoot and kill a motherfucker. The police asked me to do it. I'm like, nah. And I don't even know that guy right there. He ain't did that shit. But we seen him on camera. We seen you standing there.
Well, you know what,
Dion? His hand afterwards.
You know what?
Well,
they got a little thing called they call perjury. And what's the other one? What's the other one when you interfere with the investigation?
You going with them.
Right. So you
yeah, I'm riding.
Okay, well you get on the bus. Get on the bus and ride. You right. You right.
You hear me? I'm riding.
Get on that ride that great bus with them too.
To this day,
ride that big bus with them too. All the way up north.
See, that's the whole thing about the difference between black people and white people. Because white people can see they people. Because white people know white people do bullshit, but you will never see them go on Fox 6, social media, none of that shit, and air out their dirty laundry and be like, they in it.
Look at
Hold
Trump.
on, let me finish,
No.
Air out each other
Hold
with
on.
dirty laundry.
You can't finish that statement because you're giving white people props, and you said many times on the show that you hate white people. So why are you showing them why are you giving them credit for anything?
Hey, and look at Trump, man. They do air out each other. They do air out each other dirty laundry, man. They do that shit. They cut each other throat.
But see, you also got to understand. Now, this is the difference between them two. You have to understand that it's the GOP Republicans and it's the MAGA Republicans. The GOP Republicans don't like the fact that Donald Trump had came and took over the GOP Republicans don't like the fact that Donald Trump came and took over the party that way. So yeah, that's treacherous. That's backstabbing shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if a nigga want to fuck on your female, he might say some bullshit behind your back to her just to try to, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't think they stand together. You're saying now that they don't stand together. They call each other out. They go after each other.
That's backstabbing shit, though. That's
right.
What
but at
they
first
do.
You said white people don't do that.
Wait, hold on. Right. For the majority of the part, white folks ain't gonna do that shit. How you think they know next door? They have seen that man have women come in that motherfucker and ain't left out that house. They probably erased the footage.
You double back on
ain't
yourself.
telling on that man. No, I'm just saying I'm gonna ride with my people, man. I'm gonna ride with my people.
We got you. We got you,
man.
I'm gonna ride with my people.
I'm riding with you till you break the law.
You know, I'm gonna ride with you.
I'm riding with you till you break the law, Dion. Then I'm out of there.
You know, because the law is a concept.
Hey, Dion, I'm getting out the car. Let me out the car.
I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, why you ain't buzz old girl down, man, when she came trying to slander your guy, man? Hey, but next month though, June 1st, you know, I'm there.
Wait, what you talking about now? Who somebody tried to slander you?
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Man, the juice lady, bro. Juice lady.
How did she slander you? How did she slander you?
She just came. I don't know what she said, bro. She just came on here trying to get off on your guy like he's a mock.
What did she say? Tell me what she said. You asked me why I didn't buzz her down.
She tried to overtalk me though, so I wasn't even listening to her because we were dialected among the gentlemen. You know, I know she wanted to be the other gentleman dialected between the gentlemen, but we were dialected among ourselves though. But yeah, though, so like I said though, I'm gonna ride right or wrong though, man. You know, so you know, Kevin, we gonna do that every.
You're not gonna ride right or wrong. You're gonna ride wrong or wrong because you just said even if that person is wrong.
Yeah, if that person wrong, they could be dead to the wrong. I'm gone with her. I'm gone. That's just me. I love my black people, man. I don't like us all the time because we do bullshit. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I feel like you guys sometimes, you know, with the reckless driving, you know,
you gonna ride with that bullshit.
I speed up a little bit. I speed up a little bit. You know, I speed up a little bit, you know, here and there. You know, I do. I admit I do. You know, so it's not, you know, it just be a lot of shit. You know, I'm not gonna sit up there and just beat my people down and be like blah 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 blah. I had a conversation with a guy today, and he was like, "Man, this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other." And a lot of people don't know, man. Like, regardless of if people want to sit up there and say it, I'm gonna tell you this little something, and I'm gonna let you go. The white people have dictated our life so much that they tell us if you overweight, if your blood pressure high, how many times you should brush your teeth, if you should floss, how many minutes you should brush your teeth. Like I told a motherfucker today, I said, I don't give a fuck if the world is flat. I believe it's shaped like a pyramid because I ain't going to have these motherfuckers keep on controlling me. So basically what I'm saying is I'm not going to turn against my people, man, because other people, you know, because the other people turn against them. We know they wrong. We know they wrong. They know they wrong. Shame know they wrong. But we don't have to beat them down more than they already beat down. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go because I'm going through this little backwoods. And by the time I get back to the home planet, I'll probably call back if y'all talk about some more shit. But I love my niggas. I love you niggas. I genuinely got love for you niggas, man. And I hope that y'all have the same for me. And you know what I'm saying? I respect every last one of y'all, even Juice Lake. And Sean, I'm proud of you, bro. Keep up the work. Keep fighting the fight out here. But what are we going to do when all the arrows gone and ain't nobody got no single cigarettes to sell? You know, because they choked out. What's that dude's name? They choked out in New York for selling single cigarettes. You know, I don't want to get choked out.
You're going to ride with our people, but you ain't even got no faith in our people.
I'm gone.
What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Where we gonna get our cigarettes
Where
from?
we gonna
We gonna get these stores. That's what's gonna happen, Dion. We gonna buy these stores.
Let me hang up and listen to you, boy. Let me hang up. I'm gone, man.
Maybe I shouldn't have fixed the phone, right? I'm just fucking with you. Dion said a whole lot.
I my people until my people breaking the law. I ain't going to jail with no motherfucker, man. I got a family to take care of. You hear what I'm saying? I'm with you until you breaking the law. Till you wrong, and I'm telling you wrong. You know what I mean? If you don't want to hear me, I'll holler.
Yeah, my thing is for you to put me in a situation where I'm all of a sudden involved in what you're doing, then that's when the problem really starts for me, because now you done got me involved in your bullshit. Right. And that makes a world of difference. I'm behind in the chat room. Let me get the chat room. Mama Jenkins said she lied. I think he was trying to make a point about her, but the sister is obviously guilty. I don't know why she was making $248,000 a year. She had been successful. She was looked at as a hero. Greed. I don't know. Greed, like his ego, narcissism, whatever, what have you. Vince Tony's in the chat room, said, "What up, Outlaws?" Vince, what's going on, my brother? He said, "Dion." Yeah. Mama Jenkins said, "What the hell, Dion?" What you talking about, boy? Oh man. He said, "LOL, trapping and snapping." Eric Garner is the one who was killed for the cigarettes in New York. Like, listen. We all like to romanticize the life of a criminal, right? Like, we love the thug shit, we love the gangster shit. It's a real mentality created out of the need to create anti-heroes, because in our community, we were for so long persecuted against by the individuals who's supposed to be there to help us, like law enforcement officers. The law has in law enforcement in the United States, when it comes to people of color, there's a very complicated relationship. And I've talked about this before. You have to understand that even in the South, even when we were coming up during back in the days, the Jim Crow days, the police chief or the sergeant in those towns more than likely was the Grand Dragon from the Ku Klux Klan, right? So we knew it's black people stuff, which is the name of the show. We knew amongst us, hey man, you don't trust the motherfucking police. You gotta watch that white man. Now, things have changed, regardless of what black people like to say. Okay, things have changed socially in the United States of America. First of all, it's not as easy to be a racist ass white person against black people as it was, back in the days. I'm not saying it doesn't still happen, but by and large, if a white dude comes around with the same attitude that those 1950s and 40s white people had, he gonna get his ass whooped. He let him walk up North Avenue and people say, motherfucker won't do shit. He will get his ass whooped. You goddamn nigger, get out of my way. Hey, you nigger. Somebody be done something to him. Now, those people who we don't do anything to are law enforcement officers, whether they be white, black, Latino, Indian. We don't fight back against the law enforcement officers, and I don't think we should, because I think we get wiped out. Y'all love Obama. Obama made sure all the police departments in this city got all the equipment, all the paramilitary equipment that they had left over from being in Afghanistan, being in Iran, all that equipment. All of a sudden, police departments could turn into G.I. Joe at the drop of a dime.
Laws and shit. Remember, you can't go against them no more and shit.
Well, you think about the fact that there was a brother named who was shooting at the police. He was a Christopher. What was his name? He was a cop and in California, and he had this issue, and he killed some cops. They sent he's in Texas, or was he in Cali? Y'all straighten me out.
Texas.
They sent the robot in there with a bomb hooked to it and blew his ass up. Most black people said, we didn't even know they had a fucking robot. That's a movie with Chuck Norris from the 80s when he was remote controlling the robot and went in there and shot the warehouse up. I'm old. I'm aging myself. Now you look at the Boston Marathon. Remember when there was a terrorist act at the Boston Marathon and people got killed? Yep. The police came out there looking like stormtroopers.
Yep.
Chris Darden is his name. Chris Darden. Darden is the one in LA who was at who's in the OJ trial. Christopher Darden. Yeah. Maybe was his name Chris Darden?
Yeah, what's his name? The lawyer.
I thought it was Dorner, Christopher Dorner. I know you know Shay. But But yeah, so we have, but listen, as complicated as our relationship is with law enforcement and the powers that be in this country, I don't encourage black anarchy. I'm sorry, I can't get behind it. I can't tell us right now when we're so ill-equipped, hey man, let's get our guns and go fight the police. Let's go get white people. I can't say that because number one, we have no contingency plan, we have no exit strategy, and we have nowhere to make sure our women and children are safe. Until you get those things together, you don't need to engage in no kind of war. Right? So I don't tell people that. I don't tell. He said Donner. Shay's Donner. Is that Donner or Danner? It's different. Micah Johnson, he said. Okay. So y'all get what I'm saying, basically. So am I like, oh no, do what they tell you to do? when a black dude gets shot and they say those people should have complied. I'm not quite there yet because I know that there's murderous police officers. And I'm not dismissing the fact that white people are still racist. Who the fuck would say that? Why would I say that? No, man, you know that. But one thing I'm trying to do right now is not dwell on the past so much. You look back, you figure it out, you understand it, and then you move on. We as a people have to move on. We keep talking about shit. And so since we are all aware of this conspiracy theories and the fact that these people are evil and they don't care about us and they want to eradicate us, we still ain't adjusted our movement. What are we doing to counter it? Let's think about this. Everybody can tell you what the fuck the white man does. Man, the white man, man, did you know in 1855, downtown in a little town in Missouri, they hung some dudes and yeah, that shit was fucked up, bro. Yeah, it was fucked up. But are you still sitting still because somebody got hanged in 1955? I'm not. Sorry. Prayers and condolences to the family. It's a tragedy, but you got to move on. You know, both of my parents are deceased. You know how I had to live my life if I wanted to continue? I had to move on. It's painful, but you got to move on. I got to make moves now to say, okay, I have no parents anymore. I gotta, solidify myself and my foundation for my family. It required me to move on. It required me to figure out solutions. It required me to start planning and being more meticulous in how I move. And that's what we got to do as black people. We are always crying when they won't accept us to they shit. A couple years ago, black people was crying about the Oscars. Oh, I hate the Oscars, no black people. Who gives a fuck about an Oscar? I know if you're an actor, you say, Kev, I do. I do. But with all of the actors who make all of this money, have all this fame, why don't you just have your own award ceremony and be cool with getting recognized by your own people? Why? Because you say, when I'm accepted by them, that's when I've made it. Right? But how many Academy Award winners' acting career was basically over after they won the award? They ain't never do shit else. There's some people who don't forgot about, like, oh, I forgot. What has Halle Berry done since she won the Academy Award? Right. She ended up getting banged out by Billy Bob to get an Academy Award. And then what she make? Batgirl? Like, she hasn't had a successful movie in a very long time. It doesn't guarantee success because it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. He said Christopher Donner, he was a cop. He's telling me even how to produce it. I mean, how to pronounce it. Donor is how it's pronounced. He said Tim Scott would say that, Kev. LOL. I'm being honest. Christopher Donner, he was a cop in Los Angeles and telling on other bad cops. Then they set him up to get arrested. So he went on the run, but he did leave evidence with a journalist. I'm not saying he wasn't valid. I'm saying they sent a robot with a bomb hooked to it in there to blow him up. And no, you didn't know they had that shit. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not telling black people to go get holed up in some, we gonna make a camp and we gonna hole up there until they'll shoot that shit from the ocean and blow that shit up. Like, you gotta understand your opposition. And so some people, black people, we're very emotional. And that's one of the things I love about us because we do feel. You know what I mean? We are very deep people when it comes to our feelings and our emotions and our passion. But sometimes we let this shit get the best of us and we don't make the best decisions. So once again, even with the political game, we keep crying about the politicians, but we won't put our people in places because, well, we can't. We can. The fact that you say you can't means you never will. I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker. I'm just trying to explain to people, as long as you are defeated in your mind, you're going to be defeated everywhere else. You know, as long as you accept bullshit. Deion's my guy. But for me to say, if I saw my guy shoot somebody down, I would just ride with him and be like, it ain't no big deal. Now, first of all, he won't have a problem unless they come to get me. Right? If I see it and they never call me, I don't know how to deal with it, because I'm sure it would bother me, because I'm a normal human being, not a fucking psychopath, right? Or so that shit is supposed to bother me, right? But I'm definitely not gonna be cool with this. I'd be so mad at him after that, unless he had no choice. And then it don't matter if I tell, because you did nothing wrong. You had no choice. But I don't support bullshit. And don't bring bullshit around me, because I'm not going to be the one to get. That's like you be in the store and you see somebody do something ignorant and they turn around and look at you, be like, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't actually know what the fuck you're saying. Could you please hurry the fuck up so I can get out of here? Like, dog, I'm not cheerleading for this bullshit you on, man. And we have to take those. We don't take those stances enough against us. I've heard people make up every excuse in the world why some of our young people are just habitual line steppers. I mean, Kamar, we've heard them all here on the show. No matter how heinous the act. Shout out to the brother Jay. He's even argued with me that no matter what a person of color did, there's no way they should be ever put in the penitentiary. I'm like, huh? Like, what? No, because of what we've been through. And his thing used to be like, nobody else is held accountable for their behavior, so why do we have to have accountability? You know, and I used to be like, well, who said nobody else is held accountable? Do some people get away with some shit? Absolutely.
Right.
Is our justice system very fucking slippery? Absolutely. Especially if you got money, right? Yeah, we know that. So guess what? Let's work on getting money. So we can have, look at this crazy, perverted, freaky Jason white boy who just murdered this sister. Mama and Papa got money. This ain't gonna be no easy conviction. He gonna have some $1 million lawyers. They might not save him, but he'll always be at least able to cop the plea of insanity, which would dictate that he don't go to prison, that he goes to up north to Madison to Mendota. Yeah, and sit his ass up in there and eat Jello. And
I'm gonna tell you, I was in DAC right next door to that motherfucker, right? And like when you at DAC, you could walk this track, and like the gate right here, Mendota is right there. DAC is right here. It's a fence you can see through, right? Dog, that motherfucker worse than the prison.
Okay.
No, man, them motherfuckers out there zombied out, man. Like, they making these motherfuckers take this medicine and shit, and they out there fucked up. It was people who knew people over there, and they wasn't like that.
Okay.
Like, man, that motherfucker, he wasn't like that. I was at so-and-so with him, and you know what I mean, talking about a different joint or something, and the motherfucker got sent there. Or even knew somebody out on the streets, and then they go there, man, they fuck them up in that motherfucker, dog.
I would guess that's true, but I would think that me personally, I guess I'm just sadistic in that fashion, that I'd rather see him walk the yard and gin pop. You know, just I feel like, you know, those brothers would really make his life really difficult, right? Like, and so
I ain't saying they should send him there. I ain't trying to say that. I'm just saying that place fucked up too.
Got you. And then, and shouldn't it be? You think about some of the crimes people are in there for, that was they plea. Oh, I was insane. Oh, yeah? Okay.
Lock them up and put them where the insane motherfuckers go.
Right. And take all 30 of these pills every morning.
You know what I'm saying? But the only thing, like I always say, I just wish it was like they had maybe some counselors, some people who could talk to them, maybe could get into them. You know what I mean? Like, so they could get some head work, man, because you can't never, if you got mental issues and you don't address these mental issues, dog, you ain't gonna never get right. And these people get let back out on the streets at some point.
He's going to have any of those individuals who go to these places, they have psych evals from 7 ways from Sunday. There's always some doctor, some psychiatrist, some psychologist going in there talking to him, getting details to feed to the feds to say, here's.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about as far as helping them.
Can you help somebody who's, can you help them?
Well, no, I think they're in there. They should be trying. They should try. That's what it's for. That's what they say it's for.
Okay, I'm saying how can you help somebody who cut up a sister's body and left a foot over here?
That's not our problem. That's their problem. They shouldn't have went that business. You know what I mean? But they say jail was for reform, right?
That's interesting. That's interesting. But what kind of help can we?
I don't know. That's not our problem. I didn't go into that business. You dig what I'm saying? But it's something that should be addressed if that's what the business that they go in.
No. I get what you're saying, but if you say, well, y'all should be helping them, and they say, Mr. Carter, what do you suggest?
Okay, well then I say maybe some more talks. Let's find out what's wrong with these people, man. I don't know. Shit. That's the business that they in.
You figure it out.
Yeah, you damn right. That's the business you went in.
So
did you do it, or are they just doing it for the money? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so if you, I would say
that's not my problem.
If any individual said, then that means I can't critique you at all. Because if you say, what would you do? And I say, I don't know. Then you say, then how you gonna criticize me? Because you don't know what I'm doing.
Check this out, right? Let's look at it from this perspective. Let's say you in a business in the radio business, right?
Okay.
It's on you to make sure you do everything you're supposed to do to run this radio business successfully, right? And to do what you say that your business, okay, every business has an objective, and it's that business owner's job to make sure that objective is achieved.
So even in that vein, if I'm running this radio station and you come to me and say, I don't like your radio station, it sucks, nobody listens to it, it's garbage, and I say, well, what should I do to improve it? And you say, I don't know, you figure it out. Then I'd be like, well, how you gonna criticize me then?
But you know, in this sense, it's different, right? Because see, with the radio, it's an opinion. And with that business, it's a fact. Like you see the numbers.
Well, okay.
You see what I mean? It's like, remember how everybody used to talk about say OVP, and they was talking about how they was violence interrupters. You know what I'm saying? So then people want to know, well, how are you interrupting violence? How can we even tell if you're doing it?
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? It's their job to interrupt violence. So we want to know, how are you doing it? You know, how else can I say this? You know what I mean? It's your business. Like you say, this is what you're doing. I'm going into a business where I'm finna run a facility where I'm gonna bring in criminals and I'm gonna reform them. It's my job to have a way to reform these criminals. I gotta have a plan to reform these criminals.
Okay, but okay.
And that's my problem. Like everybody can tell me I suck, and maybe I do, but if I'm not producing.
So in this instance,
okay,
if you don't know what they are doing, because they may be providing very effective treatment to a lot of individuals, if you don't know what's going on, then you can't criticize them. It's just like, now hold on, I just had a conversation, and you may know this brother. When we were at the Sherman Phoenix at the event, there was a brother from 414 Life, I believe. He came on towards the end. And I told him I was going to reach out to him because I really want them to come on. And shout out to Mark Briggs, who's the homie who works over there with them. He said to me, because I gave him that same thing. Like, people are very critical of your performance, and they talk about, what are you really doing? And he made a good point in saying, well, a lot of people just don't know how to separate the truth from lies because they don't know what's going on. It's easy for them to say, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, but they're not there when we show up at murder scenes. They're not there when we go talk to a family whose young child was just murdered the night before, and we intervene and prevent more murder from happening. I'm not saying that they're doing all that. I'm saying he's right in that if I don't have any information about what you're doing, then I really can't critique you. So when I look at Mendota, I don't have any numbers about their success rate. I don't know. I don't have the breakdown of what kind of treatment that they. Yeah, we
Is what
should.
I'm saying.
Before we criticize them, we should really look it up.
I've seen it. I'm criticizing what I saw. Remember?
Okay, but if you okay, it's this.
And then and like I said, they doping them up. That's what I see.
But until you really look at
How
what the
can you
sheets
talk to them
is,
and work with them if they doped up? Like they
well,
don't even know how to talk through the fence.
I tell you what,
They
let's
fucked
do some.
up.
This
Like,
is an interesting thing because now you got me curious as to what they actually do there.
exactly.
So I'm gonna go because the easy thing is to say they just got everybody doped up. But I'm gonna go and really look into what they do to treat their offenders.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I know what I saw.
Let's go back.
Motherfucker be sitting on the stoop, just sitting there for 2 hours, not moving. Where you
Well,
catch him saying crazy, making crazy noises. Yeah,
but
yeah.
who said they wasn't doing that before they got the dope in Mendota though?
Because, like I said, I also knew people who they saw. You see what I'm saying? And they wasn't always like that. You know, well, like I said, you can look it up.
I am. We're gonna get back to this. Because I
You can
really
look
want
it
to know
up.
now.
I ain't looked up no numbers, but I bet you they ain't got a bunch of positive results coming up out of there.
Well, people get released from there years later after they've committed heinous crimes and are released back into society. And you say,
That's what I'm saying, and that's fucked up right there.
Let me see. Ernest says, he says, nah, if you chop people up into itty bitty pieces, you don't get no help. Dion said you don't hear no white people slandering him neither for that hideous crime. Ewok says Jeffrey Dahmer got the exact help he needed. Well, that's he was in no plea of insanity for you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey mopping the gym with a double murder.
Tried it, didn't he? Did he try it?
Yeah,
Mendota.
He tried. Of course he did. Him and Jesse Anderson. People don't remember Jesse Anderson. They don't remember Jesse Anderson murdering his wife, buying a baseball cap from a black dude, and then running for help saying, look at what these niggas did to my wife.
Right.
and the cops was on our ass for about 2 days. Any nigger can get it. Come to find out he did it his goddamn self. Him and Jeffrey Dahmer got the treatment of a lifetime, or the treatment to end a lifetime by the one black dude, right? Mama Jenkins said, well, this weekend you won't have to worry about getting stopped by motorcycle cops because they'll be in Washington celebrating the fallen cops. Wonder how much tax dollars this is costing us. I got to call the chief tomorrow and ask him to see if he knows. So these are the cops that were slain in Baltimore. They're sending a contingency for their memorial, Mama Jenkins. Okay. Now we laughed about this the other night on the show because I talked about the pro Palestine, anti-Israel demonstrations that are going on college campuses, and we said on the show we feel like the Palestine versus the Palestinian-Israeli conflict is really not our fish to fry. Like, we have really bigger battles to fight, which I believe the only way that I'm really involved is that my tax dollars are being sent somewhere. That's what kind of gets me in it. But I also made a joke about white kids, these rich white kids at these prestigious universities protesting and how the police and law enforcement will come in and whoop their ass. Oh, they whooped some ass at George Washington University the other night. Damn, it was lanterns and tents and fucking sleeping bags flying everywhere. They was spraying on the white kids. Oh my God. I had to bring that in because we talked about it. Once again, and people saying, don't you see, this is the beginning of World War III. The basis of this, people are attacking Israel. My only issue is that historically it doesn't look like a place that was established by religion or the Bible. Like, biblically, it looks like a man-made nation where a group of people have been given favor for a long time, and the so-called proverbial shit has hit the fan. That's what Israel looks like to me. I'm sorry, I'm not anti-Semitic, but that is the truth, right? And I can't, when we talk about the claim of the people who are there, Minister Farrakhan says the so-called, he says it, and I understand why he says it. We don't really know. The truth about who the true tribes of Jews are, we don't know. I keep hearing there's lost tribes. We talk about, because I keep saying, wait a minute, Jewish people, God's people, the people who were freed. We all seen Charlton Heston part the Red Sea when we was little, when we watched the story of Moses, right? We all seen this. And so we said, these are the people who got free. Well, how they end up in Germany? Well, you might be able to answer that question for me. I don't, because they're in Russia, they're in Germany. How did they end up in Germany?
Well, those are man, you gonna get me canceled. Those are different people.
You already in it, cuz.
they like, I don't even really like, okay. So I guess all we can do is talk about the history of that area. And the history from that area is now believed that folk from the Horn of Africa went up into Kemet and then into the Levant, which they call the Middle East. That is like a part of Africa. Now, over the years, as the Bronze Age collapse happened, other people from the north and from Europe and shit from the northern places in the Mediterranean came down and intermingled, and that's where you get like the people now in that area. It's just a mixture of, like, even if you look at old mummies and shit, don't they look real Ethiopian? Like those people still look like those people, the real people. You know what I'm saying? But those folk from Europe, that happened a while ago, and that was just like hey, y'all are now the chosen people, and we're gonna give y'all this land. But them people, they probably got a drop, if that, of the folk that originally was in that area.
So, okay. So maybe that's why they call themselves Jewish. You feel what I'm saying? They're like, they even say, hey, I'm Jewish. I'm not, it's somewhere in here. It's like Blackish or I'm just saying, we talk about words. And so once again, Black people are not anti-Semitic at all. By and large, we don't even care. And you can take that and say that sounds callous. It is what it is. I don't give a shit. But it's not Black people stuff, right? It's not Black people stuff. Here are the individuals who somehow, some way exploited the continent of Africa at one point, right? And now they've exploited, Palestine, extorted, exploited, whatever, subjugated, all this kind of stuff. And so the Palestinian people said, no, we ain't gonna take that, and fought back. But you should expect this when you put your foot on somebody's neck for a very long time. It's just a shame, because I just said I don't endorse mass genocide by us doing when we can't win. I just always want to see South Africa go ape shit on the occupiers back in the days. I used to be like, why don't they just fucking, and there was a lot of protesting and a lot of violence in South Africa. There's many people who do not get credit for laying their life down on the line fighting apartheid in South Africa. But it's the same thing, only we, for whatever reason, weren't able to really get it done all by ourselves. Some things had to happen. So a lot of different things politically had to happen. People could say it was my brother Mandela. Look into that. But it's one and the same, where you got a group of people. Because explain this to me. White South Africans consider themselves African. How are you African? I'm a Boer. That means colonizer. That means you're an interloper. You're an intruder. But they say, no, I'm African. You're not African. You are, in fact, a white boy from Europe. So it just goes to say, it goes to me. It's the same thing as somebody saying, hey, y'all said historically this land was for Jews. Okay, I'm Jewish, or I'm a Jew. Well, you ain't no Jew. I'm Jewish. So I'm taking this shit. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm fucked up in the head. I don't know. Somebody, y'all tell me. I just tripped because we had just been talking about white kids when they be getting just man. Shit rock. I'm like, damn. The
Ain't
police
Elon Musk
man.
from South Africa or something like that?
Say that again.
I said, ain't Elon Musk from South Africa?
I've heard that. I've heard that he's from South Africa.
Like, what is it? Johannesburg? I think that's that.
That's good South Africa. That's
Well,
real stuff. Yeah, and they occupied South Africa. I couldn't understand how the rest of the continent didn't say, "Hey man,
like,
let's all go to
Dutch
South
African,
Africa."
like how we would say African American. Do they say like Dutch African or something like that?
I've only heard them say Boers. Y'all tell me.
Oh, okay.
Shay, I know Shay. No, you out there in the chat room, Shay. Unless they might be live doing their thing. But what else? I know there's Boers, and then I don't know what all how they identify themselves, but they should be calling themselves African-ish, or you know what I'm saying? Like the Jews say we're Jewish. You motherfuckers ain't African. We took this shit. We earned it. No, you're not African.
It don't work like that.
No, it doesn't. It shouldn't, but it's been allowed to work in that fashion for a very long time. Mama Jenkins said, no, all fallen cops that have been killed in the line of duty, they have a big celebration for them and a parade from all states. Okay, I didn't know that, Mama Jenkins. I did not know that. I missed that. I hope that's in the People's News Network. I hope that's in the People's News Network. Now, this is another thing that I saw that caught my attention, and I said, let me just kind of float this on the show, because this involves the governor of New York. Her name is Kathy Hochul or something like that. And she was giving a speech, and she started talking about black kids in Brooklyn. And she said, black kids in Brooklyn don't even know how to say computer. They don't know how to spell computer. They don't know. And people got upset. It's just like, and I thought about it. I said, I wanted to get offended right away. I said, let me think about this. Is this accurate? We got to look at, she has more information about what's going on in New York, in Brooklyn, and the Bronx with black kids. And I feel like, why they upset with her? Like, I mean, y'all tell me, should we be offended because she said that?
I don't know, Artie.
I mean, it just, shit. I ain't gonna say I charge it to white ignorance, because then I probably said I'm white splaining or some shit like that. I don't want to be white.
Well, you don't want to get Ewok mad, right?
Right. I don't want to be white splaining no more. But I mean, I ain't even gonna lie, it was kind of funny to me. But I can understand why people would be upset.
Okay, the context of it. I think
society make it hard to spade a spade. It's like earlier we was talking about that lady. If she lied, she lied. She wrong. You know what I mean? Like if it's true, it's true.
Okay.
Right? Like if the statistics show true, it's true.
See, I believe context is everything.
Right. That too.
And sometimes we can just take a soundbite and just throw it out there. And if you don't understand the context, now some people say, fuck that. It ain't no context for her to say no insulting shit like that about our kids. But I think it's a kind of like a metaphor for these kids are not being educated.
Right.
These kids don't know, that they don't have an understanding of a lot of things. It's just like if somebody came out here and said, like a governor said, "You goddamn kids in Milwaukee can't read shit." Now you could get mad, but then you could look at the literacy rates and say,
right,
damn, these kids can't read. So
now check it out. Now at that point, once you know the truth, you could do something about it. So that's why I say, like, man, we should be able to call a spade when it's there.
Okay.
If some kids is fucked up somewhere, we need to be able to say it. If you can't address it, you can't fix it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She may have genuinely been coming from a good place. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a fucked up reality out there. These kids can't even say computer. Like, shit.
I can't look. I'm not giving her a pass. I'm just, because I say fucked up shit on here all the time. I don't realize how fucked up it is until I say it. So I'm like, damn, that was some cold shit right there. Like,
Right. I
damn.
ain't trying to give her a pass either, but I'm just saying, like, when stuff like that happen, man, sometimes we got to take a look at our goddamn self.
Well, what I would like to see is
Maybe it's some truth to it.
I would like to see some person from the Bronx who works with young black males, young black children, come up and say, actually, that's bullshit. Here's the numbers that prove. I'm gonna present to you a group of kids who are on the ball, and then we can say, oh, she didn't know what the fuck she was talking.
Now let's air this motherfucker out.
Right. Now let's get her. Right. Jesse Perry said Elon Musk is a Boer, not a South African. So where do Boers come from? I thought they were in South Africa as well. He said Boers and Afrikaners. That's what they call the white Africans. Said Shabaka's always talking about this, Kev. He said Kathy Hochul is lying. He said Mayo spaining real. Mayo spaining. Not white splaining. I mean, why is she a lie? What is she lying about? I mean, let's see. Maybe sometimes somebody insulting you is what helps you get your shit together, right?
Exactly.
You ever met somebody? You ever knew somebody
who take a look at yourself sometime?
Yeah, you ever knew somebody who hygiene wasn't necessarily the best, and day in and day out, this individual just didn't smell right. His or her clothes weren't clean. He wasn't kept, and people whispered it behind their back. Nobody said anything directly to them, and this went on and on until one day somebody said, "Your ass stank. Get out of here with them dirty ass clothes on. Wash your ass." That person was embarrassed. He or she was called out, and they said, you know what? From now on, I'm going to take a little bit. I've seen people go through this, and then they immediately stop stinking every day. They still had off days. Sometimes like, oh, shit, you had 5 days where you didn't smell like ass and cigarettes, but shit, it must have been a bad night last night because you smell like Marlboro and butt cheek today. But I'm just saying they became aware. Like, I got to do something about this. Like, I can't be, I got to take, for whatever the situation was. And if they said, Kev, I don't want to be this way, but, we don't have hot water at my house. Or, my mother don't be at home. Nobody ever taught me this. You'd be surprised that you might meet a friend who say, bro, you can come to my house and take a shower. I've even seen schools where they allowed that kid to come in early and shower in the gym in the locker room, as long as he was willing to address it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe somebody of power and somebody of influence needs to sit our black kids down in a big ass room and talk to them like that, and have them in a situation where there's enough security where they won't wild out. Right. And say, I'm going to tell y'all the truth about y'all asses. And I'm going to tell you where you niggers is going. And I'm going to tell you, we got a prison brand new, empty for your black ass right now. You'll never get your hands on my daughter, G. Maybe some of them will leave there like, I'm about to get my shit together. If they say, I can't wait to get you in my fucking prison. I have a private prison. I'm a private prison owner. I can't wait to get you in there to make microchips.
I think we have to learn how to
25 cents a day. I think they don't listen to us.
That's what I'm getting at. I think we have to learn how to talk to our youth. We have to learn how to connect, man. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody else going to try to figure it out. So we can't give up trying, As much as I feel like a lot of youth don't want to listen, I still don't stop trying to reach.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Whenever I get a chance.
But also don't lie to them either.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, and that's the biggest thing. Don't lie. You know what I mean? And do what you teach. That's right. What they want to see. They want somebody telling them to do something that's actually doing what they telling them.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody who came from where they come
from.
from.
You ain't doing it. Oh man. You know what I mean? So, and then presentation is everything also.
That's right.
It's got to come with respect from love.
I'm gonna do more research on this lady. Because I want to hear the entire interview, and I know they just giving you this sound bite, right? I want to hear because I want to be able to understand the context. You know what I'm saying? Now, once again, I don't take kindly to anybody insulting us, right? But I just think sometimes somebody has to call you on your shit. Say, man, you got to get it the fuck together. Because ultimately, that's what your parents, if you had good parents, that's what they did. You've been fucking up lately. You got to get your shit together. I'm not going to stand for this. And you said, damn, mom's right, pop's right. Shit. Some of us did. Some of us said, I don't give a fuck what they talking about. And if you weren't fortunate enough to have that, then obviously there's going to be some issues there. But yeah, man, I just think and see, I used to participate where we would send the kids they were trying to do the scared straight thing here in Wisconsin. And so when I worked at St. Charles, we would take some of the boys, because I worked on a residential treatment unit with adjudicated teenage felons. And they would take them to Walpond, House of Correction. And they would try to do this scared straight thing where the prisoners would come out and talk tough to them. But we had a group of boys one time that just, the shit got cut short because these boys wasn't scared. But fuck you. You probably be in here getting your booty busted every day. Like, it got so bad where they really had to just shut the shit down because the inmates wanted to really whoop these kids' ass. So, that shit didn't work. I felt like they should have had, somebody else, maybe the guards or maybe the warden say, no, when you get in here, this is what's going to happen to you. Fuck you. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I'll see you in a couple years. Oh, we going to fuck. No diddy. Oh, we going to fuck good when you get here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that will wake some of these kids up and say, hey, man, wait a minute. These motherfuckers ain't playing. They really vamping us like this. Because right now we got to figure out what's going to get their attention. When it gets to the point where your fraud-ass school system has damn near a 50% truancy rate, we got a fucking problem. How in the hell is it possible for half the kids enrolled not come to school? That's bigger than them kids. Somebody at the house done dropped the goddamn ball. I'm just saying. Ernest Walker said Joy Reid, her MSNBC interview. There's been some people, we're quick to label, and I get it. Sometimes when we hear somebody who's of a conservative kind of perspective, who's just not really with the hood shit, we label them quick. We don't want to hear what the fuck you get your Uncle Tom ass out of here. I think the problem is when you forget where you came from and you try to go back to these kids and sell them on something that some bullshit. If you can build a point of reference with them and say, bro, I understand, man. Look, I'm from this shit. For real. Like, I know what the business is. A lot of times you're going to encounter kids who, it's going to be some who ain't going to listen because they need to, they say life got to teach this motherfucker. He going to let the penitentiary going to teach him, if he makes it there. But there's some kids who going to say, man, can I talk to you? Man, so are you really, I'm dealing with this. And you get a chance to help that kid. How do I know? Because I did it. After me really disciplining kids through the protocol, I wasn't whooping nobody's ass. But for me, if you play dirty, we're going to play dirty, right? Because you want to get a pass to go home on the weekend. You want extra snacks. You want to do chores to earn money. Fuck with me. You're getting none of that. And it won't hit your brain until that Saturday when you get up dressed and they say, oh, no, man, KB wrote you up 3 times this week and talked to your PO. You ain't going home. What you mean? My grandmother in town is her. Well, you should have sat your ass down. When I would get to work, KB, yep, I sure did. Keep fucking with me. You gonna get your shit together or you gonna get your stay revoked. Was I an Uncle Tom? Or was I really trying to tell these kids being loose and being out of control is what the fuck got you here? I would be wrong in my job if I enabled you to continue that. So I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not worried about you thinking, oh, he's cool. I don't care if you think I'm cool. I'm a grown ass man. What are you talking about? You're a kid. We need to, and it don't mean I don't got love for you. It just means that I'm going to give you what you need. Now you can take that soundbite and say, you hear what Kevin said about the kids? He told them boys he was going to give them what they needed. And somebody say, Kev was a pedophile. Just off the sound bites and don't understand the context. Ewok was popping, man.
Not shit. I just want to explain something real quick. Something that happened to me. So what was it? 2007. I get caught with some corner cuts and shit. You know what they is? Corner cuts out the sandwich bag and like a Timex tube. So these motherfuckers got them, they cheated. They dig it in my motherfucking pocket and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fine and shit. But I go to jail. I go to court. Motherfucker, goddamn it, my lawyer say, They ain't have no business digging in that man's pocket. They said that I whistled on my way out of coming from T's Everglades and shit. And I did whistle and shit. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, 20 police come out of nowhere. I don't know if a motherfucker set me up or nothing, but either way, it went all the way to court. The motherfucking, my lawyer say whistling is, you know, he could whistle. First Amendment protected activity. Police say whistling is a form of letting other drug dealers know other that the police is around. You know what I'm saying? And the judge said, I'm going to still put the damn evidence into trial or, you know, allow the evidence to be put, you know what I'm saying, so the trial could go forward. Now, that don't leave me no choice but to goddamn it take their funky ass plea bargain, because if they gonna keep the evidence in, motherfucker, I'm gonna get found guilty. They got the shit out of my pocket.
Right.
So the point is, these motherfuckers be treated like a motherfucker. So I don't know what that mean to y'all, but you know, I just feel like sharing that story. You know, how the fuck is he gonna tell them how you gonna violate my First Amendment privileges and shit and still allow the evidence in?
If I heard the story correct, you did in fact have contraband on you, correct?
Sure, I sure did. I was guiltier than the motherfucker.
Well, no.
But,
So once you said yourself, Ewok, when you grin, you in. You say that
but
yourself.
Still,
all
that
the
don't mean they
time.
get to cheat. Hey, but they don't still get to cheat. And then the judge. So you saying that they could go around digging into people's pockets and shit, goddamn it, when they feel like it did, and violate people's Fourth Amendment privileges and shit.
Hey, it was a law.
That's that stop and frisk.
Yeah,
Right,
there
which
is
is
a law
illegal.
for that.
What I'm saying is it was unfair.
No, that was in New York. There wasn't no stop and frisk in Milwaukee.
What I'm saying is it was unfortunate that they violated your rights, but the fact of the matter is, had they went in your pocket and you didn't have anything in it that was contraband,
But,
and
I mean, that's morally a motherfucker. That's a different thing.
well, it's a law. It's a law if they go in your pocket and find something that's deemed illegal.
Ewok.
But they have to have a right to go in my pocket and to forgive. Go ahead, Kamar.
Hey, you already know this, man, over there on 39th, how them jump out boys do. You ain't got no say-so whether or not they go in your pocket. You know that.
But you know what?
It's wrong, but they
lying.
doing it.
When we were so young, we didn't know, goddamn it, that there wasn't no stop and frisk neither. And then, and on top of that, our public pretenders didn't tell me that they wasn't supposed to do it neither.
That's what I'm saying. It's wrong, but they still doing it.
Yeah, it was definitely wrong.
And shit.
Wait, hold on, because I'm confused.
And the thing is this, right? It's the whole lifestyle
Fourth
that's
Amendment
fucked up.
says that they can't dig in your pocket. You're supposed to be safe within your person.
The lesson is we shouldn't even be in that lifestyle for them to do that, where we get fucked up if they do go in our pocket.
That's where I was going.
But if we gonna go about, if we gonna think about law way, the law got to work both ways, Kamar. You can't just tell
we don't break the law if we don't think the law way.
But the law, you know what I'm saying, get to break the law, goddamn it, and then don't nobody say shit about it. So you know what I'm saying? I understand. If you didn't do it,
that's because it's state law. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
But Ewok, so I don't know. Y'all have just taught me something new, because when I was growing up, anytime the police chose to talk to you, they went in your pockets first. They said that what you got on you.
Man, they didn't have the right.
They would
never
pat
had
you
the right
down
to do that.
and they would say, "Why you
You're
standing out here?" They would say, "Why you standing out here?" Here's the breakdown for me. If I'm standing in a place that's a known hotspot, no pun intended, right? and we all know that it goes down in this spot, right? And I'm just out here chilling. They would say in court that gave me probable cause. I didn't go in his pants. They would even ask us, look, if I pat you down, am I going to find any weapons or any drugs or anything illegal on you? You say no.
That's a question.
And
that's
so
why they raised it as a question.
Then they would go and right in your pockets and pull everything out and put it on the hood of the car or what have you. I'm just saying, I've never experienced a situation where we got sweated and they didn't go in everybody's pocket. I seen it where they make cats take their shoes off. So everybody take their shoes off. Like, damn. But what you gonna do? Fuck you.
Even our era, when it was the war on drugs, it was still illegal for them to do that. You know, and a lot of us didn't know that. But
I did.
You know, it was still illegal for them to go in our pockets and do shit. There was a violation of our Fourth Amendment privileges and shit.
And I tell you something else.
Unless there's a law that they say is being broken that you got something to do with.
Probable cause is all
You
they
know what I
need.
mean?
They
That's
saw,
it.
they saw
You
you
know what
do
I'm
something.
saying? That
They saw
probable
a hand
Or
cause.
to
if
hand. They had how easy is for them to say that though. I saw a hand to hand transaction. All they
Right.
got to do
And
is
that's
lie.
the fucked up part. That's the fucked up part about it. You know what I mean? Where we say it ain't right, but they gonna do it anyway. We gotta know it's
they're
coming.
gonna get off in
So
court.
so the lesson is, you know what I mean, we in the wrong lifestyle if that type of shit is happening to us.
Well, the rules of the
Shit, we ain't
street,
know no better. Shit. Niggas
the rules
19,
of the
20 years
street,
old.
the
Man,
Right.
rules of
pocket
the
full of
street
that.
for me
I'm
was
talking, you know what I'm
to
saying? Like we know now the lesson now we know. You know what I mean?
the
Is
rule
that
of the
whole
street for me
lifestyle was
was
fucked up. That's why they was able to do the fucked up shit to us.
you don't want to be the one to really. I'm telling you, if we're five or six deep, you don't want to be the one to start no shit with them either.
Right.
Oh, motherfucker, that's illegal. Don't you put your motherfucker? And they say, oh, what? And then now all of a sudden we got 5 more cops. Or now we really finna go at y'all. Now they laying motherfuckers down going in their socks, in your drawers. So if you had your work hid in your drawers like you were supposed to, and they just went in your
Shit,
pocket,
they
you
went
said
in there
They
too.
went there
They was
too.
going in there
They say
too.
you ain't supposed to have it on you.
you ain't supposed to have it on you, but you don't want to I didn't want to pull no attention to myself. I've
Right.
been with a homie who it was his thing to wild out on the police when they rolled up on us, and everybody was dirty. And my thing was, hey man, shut the fuck up. But oh fuck y'all. Next thing you know, it was 7 more cars, and I'm sitting there thinking, and they went right in my pocket, and I'm thinking, it's a good thing I have this tucked away in a safe place.
And at the end of the day,
Nothing internal, by the way.
day,
It was nothing internal, but he checked my pockets. There
at
was
the end of
nothing,
the
and I
day,
got
my
away.
lawyer brought up the 4th Amendment.
And that helped you beat it.
You know, and the judge still said, I'm still allowing the evidence into the motherfucking shit.
Because
You
he
know
did
what I'm
have
saying?
it.
So what do you do now? But
Go
he
do
just gonna
that.
bypass my
Go
4th
do your
Amendment. How
time.
did they get it?
Go
You get
do your
Well, how
convicted.
did they get it?
And
Shit, I
did
got a
you get
6-month
convicted or
terminal.
did you stop doing
I
that
had
shit?
to leave.
That's the only thing you can do.
I
Get
went on to
convicted.
my 6-month deferment and shit. Got them to stay out of trouble and did do shit else so
I
much.
bet you next time they win your pocket, you didn't have nothing in there, did you? See? So,
Learned my lesson real good. I was scared to even go get my bag of weed I was gonna smoke. Like, man, these motherfuckers digging in people's pockets.
lesson learned.
Bring me my bag, and I'm scared to get the blunt now. Bring me my bag of weed and the blunt.
There you go.
Smoke on the porch.
What the fuck is this? That's all good, man. That's the circle. That's the cycle, right? And you know, we've all been through that. Once you're in that game, once you're in that lifestyle, once that becomes how you kick it, you subject to anything happening. Because if it ain't them going in your pocket, it's a brother with a gun in his hand.
Right.
Going in your pocket.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you ain't gonna tell him, nigga, do you know this shit is illegal even for police? You might get fucking shot. Like, oh, you got a smart ass mouth, huh?
You know what? I was just talking to my daughter oldest brother yesterday, and I was telling him, I was like, dog, that lifestyle, you got to expect bullshit. You got to expect bullshit for shit not to go your way. You got to expect for these police to fuck with you. Nigga, you look the part. You know what I mean? You got to expect this. You got to expect to go to the joint. That's something they don't be wanting to talk about. Most niggas go to the joint in that lifestyle.
This
You
is
know what
about
I mean?
to
Most
be
niggas get caught up by the police and get their pockets ran, you know what I'm saying? And the shit is illegal, but ain't nothing you could do about it, especially after they done found the shit.
It's about to be hilarious. Dion, what's popping?
Hey, I remember back in the days when motherfuckers used to have to keep that work in their booty on my mama though.
I never put my work in my booty.
We was on the
I never put my work in my booty. Let me be clear. Let me make that clear.
Me neither.
You don't put it in your asshole now. You don't stick it up in your asshole. What you have in between the cheeks and shit?
I ain't do the cheeks. I ain't put through the cheeks, none of that shit. I didn't keep that shit on me. We knew better.
I used to keep dope in my mouth too, though. I got so cold with it in my mouth, I could eat with it. On love,
I've done that before.
I knew I got cold when I was able to eat gyro. When I was able to eat gyros and shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the motherfuckers had that work in their booty. Motherfucker cut the law come through the motherfucker deck. You know what I'm saying? They about to search motherfuckers on love. It's hot as a motherfucker in the summertime. Man, my work damn near slipped up on my ass. I had to clinch that motherfucker, like do a double clinch on that motherfucker. Dude was like, hey, don't be moving like that.
Damn.
It was good though. Motherfucker work didn't fall about it though. Hey, but listen though, who seen that motherfucker fight on YouTube? I mean, on the internet with Jim Jones and them two old motherfuckers. They was they was working Jim Jones fool ass though. On the real though, they was working the shit out of him. You ain't never, hey, come on, you ain't never had no girl so putting no 8-ball in her coochie for you before though.
Nah.
Damn, for real.
Nah, man, I ain't never had nobody put no 8.
I don't love my little breezes used to keep that shit on the real. They had, look, hold it. But there's one chick I know, she was able to put a half ounce in her shit. Put it up in there. I'm talking about wrap that motherfucker up because you know if it's hard, when you got it hard, that shit like rock. So it got them little jagged edges on it. Man, you put a couple.
Hey, Dion, see, my thing was I knew them girls would tell on you if they got caught, so I ain't put them in the mix with me.
Now my little ride or die, man, she rest in peace, man. She was a go-getter, man. She wasn't gonna tell nothing. Now I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say if I would have got popped off, she wouldn't have kept it for herself and made it seem like she got the shit popped off. You know what I'm saying? But on the real though, yeah, them good old stories, man. Goddamn, man, going down memory lane. See what I'm saying, man? How nostalgic it is. How we used to just be out here doing bullshit, and when you look back on that shit, like damn, I used to have cocaine in my ass.
Wait. We didn't have no cocaine in our ass. You had cocaine in your ass.
I bet you right now.
Hey, he just said it. He said that shit like it was fun.
Right, like, see how we used to be out here with cocaine in our ass? No, you was out here with cocaine in your ass.
Niggas that was out there on the grind, though. Niggas that had work in their booty. I don't give a fuck what
man.
I'm not saying, look. I'm not saying some cats didn't. I'm saying I didn't.
We kept our shit in the alley and at the curb.
I mean, it was all kinds of tricks to the trade.
Maybe a little bit in your mouth.
The booty. In my case, it wasn't involved. It just was.
I didn't
even do the
mouth. Hold on, though.
I didn't do the mouth thing either.
I knew niggas that used to do that shit.
No,
I knew niggas that used to do that shit. And I think some of them niggas used to put that shit in their asshole. Like, really, I think.
It gets worse and worse. It gets worse and worse.
That's a suitcase. That's a suitcase, though. I ain't never did nothing like that, though. But yeah, though. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker used to.
I got a comment from Mike Kemet. He says women are absolutely not built for the narcotics game, but he has question marks. So, Mike, I don't know if you're saying they're not, or you asking us, are they not? Because we know a lot of women function as mules. I never had no female mule. I never had a mule, so I don't know. I never had a mule, so I don't know. Mike says not a nigga I've ever known kept working their ass. Dion said, but I like how Dion said it though. He said, see them how we was back in the days. We was on some bullshit. All out here with working our asses. I'm like, no. Why you said
you motherfucker fool. But like I said, I know plenty of motherfuckers that had work in their booty, man.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Yes, niggas right today. Niggas are, man, listen, man. That's the whole thing about, that's the life we used to live. I used to put a 16th to the side because I know I'm on dope days. I'm going to get me 1, 2, or 3 in one night. I ain't play no game. Nigga, that was the $40 before the $40 was. And it was always one came through. You know, she smoked a little primo. She wasn't just no base head when she out there all clucked out and shit. And if you see her today, she don't get high no more. And she look real nice. And you still might want to run up in it. But I gave her, I said, hey, what you know? Woo. I got a little something left on the plate. She wanted to blow smoke on it and everything. I was getting woo. Them used to be the good old days, man. Niggas would be, man, a motherfucker can't say they ain't never fucked no dope head, man. They sit up there lying like a motherfucker, man.
Dion.
On the real. Because maybe, what, Kev? What?
Okay. So
what?
It's
What?
first of all, it's 9:56. I want to put a pin in this conversation. Okay, I want to, but hold on. I do want to say this, like
you ain't never fucked a dope head.
Well, listen, that ain't something we're gonna discuss on here. Listen, I was like, and I can honestly say, I'm not gonna say. Listen, there was a lot of mistakes made, right? There was a lot of things you did that you shouldn't have done. Okay,
You're right.
And so I think we got to be careful how we kind of reminisce on them and say, man, them was the good old days, because they absolutely were not good days. You were lost and confused. You was lost. You was taking penitentiary chances. You was putting your life on the line. You were exploiting your community. We were dealers of death and destruction. We were a part of the genocide of our own people. So we can't look back at those days. And I'm not saying, because I've never been a kingpin, right? But I participated. I participated. So I'm what they say. Ewoks say, if you grin, you in. I'm complicit. And I don't look back at those days like, man, them wasn't. Now, we might have had some days after we all made some money and went somewhere and hung out. But what we were doing was counterproductive. And we say on this show all the time, if you fucking up in the community, you can get the fuck out. And if they had caught us at that time and sent us off to do time, we deserved every minute of what they gave us.
You're right. You're correct. We made that choice. You're right.
So let's not reminisce on it. Man, I remember I used to dope date. This shit was so fun. I remember, I had reached in my ass and got some rocks and served a crackhead. I always thought the movie Life was funny when dude was tooting the dope, and Eddie Murphy said, you know how they get that in here, right? And he said, no, what you talking about? And they said, it's your go, ass sniffer. Like, I wouldn't want no dope out your ass, bro. I don't want.
I try to use, whenever I talk back about them days, I try to use it as a learning experience.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I
agree.
I try not to use it and make it like I'm glorifying it, because I want these young brothers to know that ain't it.
Okay. And I agree with that statement, Kamar. It's totally not it. Mike Hemmings says, I'm saying that women are not built for the game at all. The Mexicans can get away with female mules because their reach is extremely far, but we cannot do it. I just needed clarity because you had question marks at the end of it, Mike. That's all. I agree with you, man.
And, damn, I forgot I got the gal on the other end. Well, I'm gone, man. I love you niggas. I'm going to finish listening. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? Kamar, if you down there, I might slide down there this weekend, fuck with you, because I know there's some beautiful women down there. Shout out to all the beautiful women that came to the event this week. I'm gone, my Outlaw family. Peace out.
Right, man. After he done called and raised enough shit about dope in your ass and whatnot. Shout out to him. That's wow. They say, them young people say that's nasty work. So look, we're gonna get out of here, man. I won't be on Monday. Because I'm going to, man, my baby girl graduated from college this weekend. So I'm gonna be gone. It's gonna be an experience. It's gonna be something for me to watch this little girl do this thing, man. And I'm right now, I'm trying to get myself prepared for the emotional impact, because a real thug can't cry and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't be up in there with no tear in my eyes. I gotta stand strong. So it's gonna be something just to see her. I just remember this girl was a little baby, man, a newborn. I remember one of the first times holding my daughter and saying to myself, your life is different from here on out. Like, nothing will ever be the same again. And the ultimate understanding of me looking at her saying, whatever she eats, whatever clothes she wears, wherever she lives at, it's on me. I'm responsible for this. And I was a little overwhelmed, like, what the fuck? What did you do? But every time I looked at her, I was motivated even more. You know what I'm saying? When it was tough and I would play with her, sit her down, be talking to her, interacting with her, I was motivated. She made me better, because basically she called me on my shit, right? Like, she said, well, you okay, Mr. Fly By Night, Mr. Mr. 2-4, Mr. Capital Drive in Atkinson. I was having tea parties a year later, sitting in the room with the little girl with the hat on my head, drinking imaginary tea. It changed everything for me, right? Like, it really, I said, God damn, I have never been the same since. I wasn't the same man after I had my first child. But just to see her graduate this weekend is gonna be phenomenal. I'm just gonna be just tripping. Like, damn, man, I got a daughter who's graduating from what happened? Where did time go? This was just my baby girl I used to pick up from school with the barrettes in her head and shit. You know what I'm saying? Had me sitting with Elmo and a bunch of other dolls, and Daddy, you is so and so, and she performing, and Daddy, you supposed to clap. Here I am in the room, just yeah, baby. Wife just laughing at me like, oh, look at your big thugged out ass. I went there. So no Diddy. I'm just saying it's gonna be an emotional weekend. So we won't be on Monday. Kamar, what you got going on from here until next Wednesday when we come back on again? Damn, I just asked for your whole shit.
Saturday. Well, I'll be at the Sherman Phoenix at the House of Vitality all week. Saturday, I'll be at the Fondy Market in the morning.
Okay. And over the weekend, if the weather permitting, how you moving?
Oh yeah, I'm back in the garden, man.
Hey, I seen you cheating. I seen
I'm back in the garden,
you
man.
cheated.
I'm having fun out here already, getting dirty.
I'm salty. You cheated. You cheated. I looked, I said, Kamar done jumped out in front of everybody, and he went and had his whole goddamn yard dug up.
Man,
Oh yeah, you cheated.
Hey, look, I went and got me a tiller.
I see.
Yeah, I went and got a tiller, man. Tilled my whole backyard. Yeah.
Listen, these motherfuckers out here have to be crazy. Some motherfucker named Lil Bam, Luh Bam, sent me an inbox that says, invitation to join the Illuminati. Do you desire fame, riches, powers, wealth, or do you want all your dreams to come true or come to pass? Are you up and coming artist, dancer, businessman, etc.? The Great Illuminati Society offers you a lifetime opportunity of making your desires come to accomplishment. If you are interested in being a member, simply signify by saying yes.
Oh, you said, hey, you said it on the other day. You said the other day you ready to sell out. They heard you. They sent you an invitation. They heard you.
Listen, if this is how you get in, I won't be in. Right? No, you gotta actually give me a like. Come on, man. And this shit just came. So I'm like, is this motherfucker serious? But it's crazy. It's just the type of shit I get in. I tell y'all all the time, people be inboxing me, and that's why Dion, like, I sent you this, I sent you that, I sent you this. I get shit from all over the place from people all the time, and they send me shit. So this is what just came through. Well, what you popping this weekend? I hope you ain't gonna join the Illuminati this weekend.
Shit. Right now, same thing. Getting in this garden. I went to Home Depot trying to get some dirt the other day, but they just had like that GMO shit or that with the fertilizers in it. I'm looking for some organic dirt. So I wasn't able to grab it last weekend. So I'm gonna try out Menards.
Yeah, Menards got some.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can grab that organic shit. And then it's a spot right by the crib, like right off of Fond du Lac and Silver Spring. It's a garden center. They only open up like shit. You blink, you gonna miss them type shit. But but if you can make it to them, they be having some nice ass shit. So I'm gonna probably stop through there this weekend too.
Well, I don't know if they've opened Weber's in the hood. There's the youth program that does the garden, the farming. They operate that in the summer, and they've really been building on it and built it out because we caught plants from them last year. So that's right in the hood off there off Green Bay. Well, our old neighborhood off Green. You know where Weber's used to be on Green Bay, right? Over
by the smokehouse. Well, not by the smokehouse, but
it used to be called the smokehouse.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. So, but so they and it's young black kids in there who are, and it's white kids too, but it's youth who are doing it. So I'm gonna put my target on next Saturday for us to really get out and stretch out and get out here. I got to rotate my soil, and I have to do some weed removal, and I also want to add some fresh soil. You know what I'm saying? So I got to recondition, but I'm a target next weekend, next Saturday for me to get out there. Not this Saturday coming up, but next Saturday. I'm gonna get out there and get my thing back popping. But I ain't gonna. I would do it this weekend because I want to get an earlier start. But like I said, I got to go and support baby girl, so I'm gonna be there. But man, shout out to both of y'all, man. This has been a crazy week. It's been a crazy time actually for us as people of color. But just the moves we make, some of the moves we make are phenomenal. And so with the event that we just did at the Sherman Phoenix, it was great in that he took a bunch of people who didn't necessarily even know what was going on, but everybody's heart was true to the mission. Everybody was dedicated. I didn't detect any ego, maniacal behavior. Nobody got smart with nobody. Nobody was negative. Nobody had a, oh, this motherfucker Kevin, because I was late. Kamar wasn't on my phone. Like, nigga, where you at? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And
man,
so,
you know it is what it is. We gonna let the day flow, man.
right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
it was a big thing. And I'm also re-energized about our platform because I do realize now that I can go outside again. So I do have to get back out here and start doing some live stuff. Because if I don't, I'm really robbing these people of the greatness that is Kev. But no, I just need to. It's a lot of energy and a lot of synergy in getting live, and I think people are ready to see us kind of be more flexible with our presentation. So, like I said before, I'm just really just waiting on a place, waiting on the right situation where we can really just elevate, and a lot of that has to do with y'all too, with y'all supporting the show. So, and people who listen, yeah, and people who listen and all that kind of stuff, man. So I just want to be humble and say thank you to y'all, man, because if nobody checked with us, nobody rocked with us, there's no way I'd have been able to do this for 10 years. So shout out to y'all. If somebody don't pay me or give me a position pretty soon, I'm probably gonna be doing this shit for 10 more years. It's gonna look different, it's gonna look better, it's gonna sound better, it's gonna get better with each step. So shout out to you if I love you. Fuck you if you hate me. I'll see y'all next Wednesday.